Check 1 2 1 2, bitch.
What up, everyone? This is episode 126.
Episode 126
of the Illogical Sense podcast. It's your boy Busby.
And over here, it's your boy JC No
Hanax and Martin.
Yo, what's up?
Fluck is up.
What's happening?
How the fuck was y'all weekend?
Damn the weekend. I got a story to tell y'all that just happened a few hours ago.
Cute biggies. I got a story to tell.
Yeah, you gonna want to cue up Slick Rick children's story real quick.
Got you.
Yeah, just point at me when you're ready and then let's go. Yeah.
And go.
Yeah.
Alright.
Here you go.
So, I'm at 7-Eleven getting all of my shit ready for the afternoon. I came here pretty early.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my meal, I'm gonna get my snacks, my drinks. You know what I'm saying? I had everything all set up, right?
Yeah.
So, I get to the cashier. She rings me up, scans the 7-Eleven app, and next thing I know, the door flies open. Immediately when the door flew open, that's when the cashier immediately just says, "No, get out."
Uh-oh.
What?
So at that point in my mind, I'm still minding my business. And I'm like, okay, there's previous history going on with him, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. You know, I'm gonna do that. So then when she says it again, this white lady just starts, "Fuck you, bitch, I'll come over and I'll slap the shit out you. You've been fucking with me, I pay money," just all this. And I'm like,
what?
Fuck. Alright, well,
was she on crackhead? Because those crackheads
didn't look like it. Okay. She looked very
normal-ish.
Yeah, functioning. Okay. I'll say that.
Alright.
You know, there's different degrees of normal, but I'll say she's functioning.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Again,
was
I'm
she
still
black
like,
or was she?
No, she was white.
Oh,
He said white.
Well, yeah. So again, I'm like, all right, well, let me just get this through real quick, and then that's when it hit me that the cashier has not tendered my purchase yet, so I can't use the debit machine because it hasn't been tendered yet. And this bitch is standing next to me, directly shoulder to shoulder, cussing her out across. So now I'm just standing there like,
fuck you, nigga.
All right, let me just wait this out. Okay, let me wait this out. Next thing I know, bananas are getting thrown across the counter.
What the fuck?
Now I'm at a point where I'm like, I'm still trying to process this, what's going on in front of me, and half my mind is still trying to process what Screaming A. Smith is talking about in my ear because I got my headphones on. So now I'm stuck in this wild ass complex of what's going down. Next thing I know, this bitch grabs the water bottle that I am in the process of trying to purchase.
Oh shit.
She cocks her arm back and then keeps it there for a good 2 or 3 seconds, and then just chucks it at this woman. And fortunately, I want to laugh, but fortunately, the manager was able to at least get his fingertips on it to at least stop the momentum, because that shit went through his fingers and just gutted her right in the fucking ribs, and she went down immediately. And at that point, I was just like, did this bitch just use my water bottle as a fucking weapon? And she goes out and she's cussing and she storms out. The manager then runs across. So I'm like, yo, I'm a fucking witness to an assault, and the weapon that was used to the assault was my goddamn water bottle. So now I can't go anywhere. So then I go back across the counter to make sure she's okay. And I'm like, but clearly she's in pain. There was a San Jose State security, I guess, who was on his break, who then was walking past, and he's like, "Oh, I just caught the end of it. Yeah, you need to go get that bitch. Is she okay?" So when I realized he was there, I walked back out to try to figure out, shit, that he was able to catch her. They're walking in the middle of the street, just cussing each other out. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what the fuck to do with that, because I can't do nothing there, so let me go back in. She gets up, and then she goes to finish the ringing, and I felt so bad saying it. Because I was like, yeah, she really caught one. But man, did you scan my phone for the 7-Eleven app?
Wow!
See, he told me the story before you showed up. This is hilarious.
Shit.
This shit's hilarious.
So, an undercover San Jose State officer got her, detained her. She's on the ground in cuffs. Me and the security guy, we tell the manager, yo, we saw everything. He asked if we could stay to, for San Jose PD to get in, because San Jose State and San Jose PD are two different jurisdictions somehow.
What the fuck?
So you can't talk to one, you gotta talk to the other. And I was like, I'm supposed to be sitting in the office about 15. Well, no, I was supposed to be in the Uber about 15, 20 minutes ago, which meant I should have been in the office. So, alright, no, it's cool. He's like, thank you so much. Matter of fact, you go get whatever drink you want. And I was like, when this thing does pay off, okay. So I went back, got a Slurpee, waited for everything to clear out, gave my statement, and then finally I was like, look, this shit's just, this is too much. I gotta go.
All I have to say to that was,
Oh, yeah. There's power.
No, that was powerful nigga. That was a white woman. That was a white woman.
Let me set the record straight.
Yeah. No, that was a white bitch that did that. So that's pretty much how I spent my afternoon. As far as my weekend goes,
Damn, I don't even care no more.
yeah.
Like, that week,
doesn't
that
really matter no more.
Right.
afternoon was crazy.
Weekend, I finished season 1 of
Oh, how did that go?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. You finally watching it. Finally.
So the first 6 or 7 episodes is just
How did you
lot
call
of
it on
fucking-
Twitter? You were saying it on Twitter. It was
a lot
gang
of fucking
culture.
talking. Like, bro, this whole series is basically gang culture in the 200s with a lot of more incest.
Just some incest. Just some. I know what
No,
you mean.
a lot more.
I know. Just I'm telling you, the first
Some
season.
incest is a lot more than others. Okay,
I'm telling you, as I watch it, it took me a while to get to it, but I am telling you, the first season, second season setting shit up. When it gets to the third season, that's when shit gets going. Just trust me on that. Wed wedding. That's all I'm saying.
I can tell. I mean, the way the last 3 episodes were, I was like, okay, now I understand why everybody tunes in every week. It's really one of those episode or series where anything can happen, and the main character isn't safe.
Right.
Like I guess when the show first came out in 2011, they highlighted whoever plays the main character, and 9 episodes in, they beheaded that nigga. Like, he was gone.
Yep.
Shit.
Yeah. Ned
So like,
Stark.
so nothing was safe from that aspect.
Yeah.
It was just other things. It was like, I don't feel bad for anybody. Like, the kid ran up and climbed, and then he got pushed down. And I was like, "Mama told you not to do that shit." I don't know why
Yeah.
you disobeyed me to that. What the fuck you think was gonna happen? So I didn't feel bad for him.
You got he's a crucial character though.
No, of course. I could tell he's starting to have visions and shit. So I know something's going on with him.
There you go.
I didn't feel bad for Jon Snow. I know there's a lot more to his story. I could just tell off jump. But I didn't feel bad for him because he wanted to prove out something. And then when he looks at everybody else, it's like, nigga, these motherfuckers come from straight poverty and you were in a fucking castle. Like, it's because you a bastard child? Who gives a fuck? I didn't feel bad for the oldest daughter because she begged her mother to go be with Joffrey. And then when she gets there, it's like everything but she imagined. I was like, should have just sat there and ate your fucking food and shut up.
That's what I thought. I don't you mean?
Everybody kept telling me they hate Joffrey, but to me, Joffrey's like one of the funniest characters right now.
Yeah.
Because now that I know that he's a child of incest, and then everything that he does, I'm like, this motherfucker funny. Like, he got something to prove. But I actually kind of like him in a little way because he's with the shits. He's a wartime little motherfucker.
At first, I used to hate that little fucker. The more like he was on the same wavelength as Tyreek, but I knew he was gonna die. But
yeah, you know he's gonna die. Like, nobody's safe.
Like,
Like,
that was a spoiler for you, but you already figured.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, be ready for anything. That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah, but I mean, like I said, those last 3 episodes, when they hit you with stuff that you don't think, like, it's one of those, now you know it's a series where everything's
happened.
off the book, like, don't count on anything.
Yeah.
That at least gave me insight to say, okay, now I know why people keep coming back.
Right.
But overall, it's just way too much fucking talking.
I know.
Like,
You gotta pay attention.
get to the goddamn point.
That's how I felt about The Wire. It gets to the point in the later seasons.
But see, even with The Wire, like, The Wire had me within the first 2 or 3 episodes.
I got you.
But to be fair, I've said this to people. To be fair, I'm not a Dungeons and Dragons type of guy.
I was the same way.
So immediately, like, I'm very put off when it comes to European culture because there's a part of me that watches it and I'm like, y'all motherfuckers is the reason why Christopher Columbus was bred.
All I'm gonna say, JC, just keep watching. Shit picks.
Like no, but like I'm dead as like when I was saying that the gang culture. I'm like, yo, if the names of these kingdoms were Carter and
Compton
and Thornton or some shit like that, like nobody give a fuck about this. Like,
damn.
no, like
Damn.
that's just what I want. That's where I was going with. Like, I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah,
I know it starts off rough. It starts off rough. Just as a person that watched it, it got me. I'm telling you. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna spoil shit. You got like a few more weeks before shit starts. Even
everybody keeps bringing up that red wedding, and I'm like, fam. As of now, the only red wedding we acknowledge is New Jack City. It's the only red wedding we acknowledge right now.
Well, I'm not gonna spoil much. Just when it happens, you will.
Like
know.
I have high. I'm gonna put it like this. I have high expectations now, especially when I think of red and wedding. Now I already have an idea of what it is.
What do you think it is?
I'm gonna just say this: if it doesn't come through with what I'm thinking,
what do you?
A lot of y'all motherfuckers are gonna get cussed out.
What do you?
I'm expecting a massacre to happen at this wedding.
Okay.
I mean, that makes sense.
Anyway,
it's the only thing that makes sense. Every time you say red wedding, all I think of is a bunch of bodies getting chopped up.
I ain't saying shit.
Actually, you know what I think of is the Kill Bill shit.
That,
you know what I mean?
Somebody gives birth. Blood spurts everywhere. Like, yeah. Dragons. I don't know. Dragons are starting to be coming into the mix now too.
Oh yeah. Pay attention to that.
Yeah. But I mean, it is what it is. Like,
yeah. Well, that's what it is. Anyway, so
that's why I won't tune in.
I know. I did finish True Detective.
How did that go?
Oh man.
They ended it great.
Nah, that shit was. It was good. It was just I thought it was going to be a little more climactic with when they revealed what happened. But overall, I was like, yo, the fact when they both got together in the 2015 and they're in the car driving to go meet One-Eyed Fuck.
Yeah. Well,
it keeps flashing back to all the times they did it in 1980, 1990, 2015. So literally, like, it'll go from one window from one character, and then he changes because of the year, and then it flashes back to the other one, and then he changes as it goes. Like, that was a fucking great cinematography. Whoever did that shot, that shit was fucking great.
Get it at me.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I watched this one show on Netflix called Sick Note. Yeah, Sick Note. And it's starring the old boy who played, what's his name? Ron Weasley in Harry Potter. Oh, you never watched Harry Potter. Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm not a Dungeons and...
Okay, anyway, he was in Harry Potter.
Give a fuck about Harry Potter.
He was in Harry Potter. Anyway, the whole point is in English. You hate English shows. But pretty much the whole point of the show, the whole premise is that he works at a dead-end job. And he's just like, fuck everything. And then and his girl's cheating on him and shit. Then he finds out that his doctor tells him that, oh yeah, you got cancer. And he's like, oh shit. So he tells his job about it. He's hella depressed and shit. All of a sudden, a few days later, his doctor says, oh yeah, I misdiagnosed you. You don't have cancer.
What the fuck?
And he's like, fuck. And now all of a sudden he's getting special treatment from his job. His girl's loving him again. And he's like, let's just keep this going. And that's the whole premise of the show. And he gets caught up in other shit. And then I decided...
It's like a G-rated version of Breaking Bad.
Kind of. It gets dark. If you watch, I kind of want to recommend it, but it's like, yeah, you hate English shit, so I don't know about you. But another shit I stumbled across on Hulu was called... what's it called? Oh, Too Funny to Fail. The Life and Death of the Dana Carvey Show. I told y'all this earlier. I remember this shit very vaguely, that Dana Carvey, the old boy from Saturday Night Live and Wayne's World and shit, he had his own show, kind of like Chappelle's show, because he just left SNL. He was one of the top actors, and he had his own show that aired in 96 on primetime on ABC. So he wanted to do his own shit, and he was like, I don't want to do that shit, that little safe shit I did on SNL. I want to do my own shit. And he got like no names around that time period, like Steve Carell, fucking Stephen Corbell, Louis C.K., the writers from 30 Rock.
That meeting room was like,
there were no names. They were like, now they're all stars, but back then there were no names, and I
was just mainly focused on Louis C.K.
Oh well, yeah, it's funny. They interviewed damn near everybody for that documentary except for Louis C.K.
Yeah.
I was like, that's fucked up, but I know why. But still,
I mean, but it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's like unfortunate, but
can't.
Yeah,
I know. Let's imagine that R. Kelly was on We Are the World. You can't go interview this motherfucker afterwards after all that shit that came out.
Yeah, can't do that. But you actually.
Shut
up.
My God, I was just thinking that, like, dude. No.
No.
Like, just no.
Throw the whole song away. Just
That should be sang with Michael Jackson next to him.
Shit. Anyway, yeah, y'all should watch. You should watch that because there's this one part I legit died. It was a good laugh. Like when you see it, just let me know. Whenever y'all watch it, it's on Hulu. The Life and Death. Too Funny to Fail. Just watch that shit.
Too funny to fail.
Too Funny to Fail.
I'll watch that
But it's just one
tomorrow.
Well, if you Anyway, just watch it. Just watch it.
I'm not gonna watch it tonight.
Well, obviously. Well, obviously.
I'll watch it March 32nd.
Funny.
What the fuck you want me to do? Like I'm in the middle of binging.
I know you're in the middle of watching it.
Oh
so
yeah, that's true, man.
You got you on
got
assignment.
a whole 7 seasons ago and shit.
Yeah.
You're just on assignment. So what else happened? How was your weekend?
My weekend was fucking tiring, bro.
Anyway.
Nah, real shit. Like I was just out here working on a fucking track.
Which is out now.
No. It'll be out on Thursday. I had to pull it back for multiple reasons.
Alrighty.
Yeah, but it'll be out on Thursday, called Above the Clouds.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I was literally here from 9 o'clock in the morning
Till
about 7 o'clock.
full work shift.
Wait, hold up.
Mm-hmm.
I went home, did a couple things I had to do, came back about 9, maybe 10-ish.
Watch the whole first season of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, fuck all
Really
that.
could have. Literally.
You know what the worst fucking part about it is, though? Seriously,
What?
is I was just writing, and then all of a sudden,
Writer's block.
boom,
Welcome to my world.
fucking horrible.
That's what happens, man. That's the
4
universe.
bars were left, dude. I was stuck on that shit for at
That's
least a good 4 hours.
That's how I feel when I write
4
some shit.
fucking bars.
That's how I feel when I'm writing something. I usually have to walk around and try to
Shit.
think about shit, and then it's like when I just learn not to force it and just come back to it later.
Yeah,
That's what I learned.
That's pretty
one
much
thing.
what I ended up doing.
That's one thing you can't take away from these little niggas that rap now.
They just make up shit.
They just so trash that they
Literally say shit.
they have it. So, all these niggas that get writer's block when they stuck.
Yeah,
I ain't never heard of one of these niggas gets writer's block.
Sometimes they just start. Sometimes they just stop rapping and they just let the beat ride out
Yeah.
to the hook. Yeah, man. And then the hook comes in.
and the hook.
Oh, they just repeat the same shit over and over again. That's what you should have did.
That shit kills me.
That's what you should have done with the last few bars.
I
Just
probably
repeat the
should
same
have.
shit.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
Let it ride.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah. So, anyways,
That's what Kendrick did.
Which one? On which?
Sing about me. And if I hope you get this. And then the beat was just going. I remember the first time I heard that, I was like, damn. Promise that you was like.
hey, I remember the first time I heard that track, I was tripping on every
No, it
fucking
would have been
verse.
even more funnier if he didn't have no gunshots. All you heard was do 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 do.
Just his voice and
Do,
shit.
do, do, do. And if you always do 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 do.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of Kendrick, that nigga is
Hibernating. He's
Yeah.
quiet. He went 0 dark 30 on social media.
yeah.
Like when you go on his Twitter, that's like it's just darkness. His header's dark. His
Yeah.
avatar's dark.
It's all blacked out.
You go on the social media. If you go on his Instagram, no pictures.
Nope.
Black. All black. You know what that means?
You know what happened the last time he did that, right?
Quiet. Yeah, that's when Damn happened. Same shit happened with the Pippa Butterfly.
Yep.
I was gonna say you getting ready for Endgame, but
Oh, that too.
Shit.
That too.
Fuck.
That too.
he might be doing the soundtrack. Shit.
Oh, fire. That would be fire. But he already gave Marvel a fucking.
Yeah,
he already gave
he
Marvel.
did that once. I don't think he can do it again anytime soon. At least.
But we'll get to them in a bit,
Yeah.
Marvel. But Becky with the good hair. What the fuck, Becky? Uncle Jesse's wife. Like, really? Really? What was her name?
Aunt Becky.
That's her name, but her actor name. Does it even
Oh,
matter?
she's just. Yeah, but she's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
one
Becky.
of 50 people who were indicted on this college admissions scandal. So word came Tuesday or Wednesday. These people were all indicted, and then come to find out it's $25 million worth of bribes and scams that they've been paying this guy off to get all these wealthy and well-endowed
Wealthy
kids
ass, rich ass white kids
into these colleges.
nice ass colleges.
Horrible.
So you got Hollywood stars like Aunt Becky, who's Lori Loughlin,
There you go, Lori Loughlin.
And then Felicity Huffman, who is the wife of William H. Macy.
Also, what's his name? What boy from
Frank Gallagher.
Gallagher. So hey, that's typical.
And I guess she was in Desperate Housewives, which I wouldn't know because I
never cared about that.
Seriously?
Show. Yeah,
Had no idea.
I know, right?
So that's just the Hollywood stars. There were also parents, 13 of which came from that Bay Area. So here,
hey, what's that?
Do you really want to?
Yeah, hey, gotta rep it.
Wait. They were involved though, right?
Yeah.
And you're gonna rep that.
It was a sarcastic.
Alright.
and of course comes with that, you got CEOs. Then this shit extended to SAT administrators because they were scamming to get test results.
That's wild.
Switched over.
Right.
And then, of course, coaches. So how they were doing this was they were funneling these kids into the lower tier sports of the schools.
So not
So
basketball.
like all like the volleyball
Badminton.
and all those. They
That
were
type
putting them
shit.
on bullshit ass scholarships.
Wow.
Taking away from students that actually needed those and didn't get into these schools.
That's fucked up.
That is
And
fucking trash.
somebody brought up a good point too. This is all on the backs of the majority. So they did all this to get these in these predominantly white sports.
Right.
How they were able to do it is off the backs of the predominantly black sports. Because of football and basketball, it funneled all that money in to open up those scholarships.
Oh.
And you know what's
But they couldn't pay the
But they
players.
can't pay them.
Yeah.
And what's even worse? Aunt Becky's daughter. I guess she had a video blog on her YouTube and shit, and she pretty much said on camera, "I don't even want to go to
The
school."
bitch didn't
anyway."
want to be in school.
She want to be in school. Period.
What
but,
the
yeah,
fuck,
flat
man?
out said that. Did not want to be in
Like, it is,
school.
yeah, and we're not even talking about, these little junior college. We're talking about USC, UCLA.
Dude,
It
all
was-
these
It was
well-
rumored
No,
that.
I mean, I understand that, bro, but I mean, it's like...
She said she went there just to
I
party.
don't know, that irritates the fuck out of me.
She
Like,
went there just to
seriously.
party. She literally said, "I'm just gonna go there just for the experience of just to party."
My mom told me and my brother
That
to.
is so trash.
But
my
then
mom
she
told me and my brother to file lawsuits.
fuck it.
And I was like, I was like, hey, but if they could prove that it was going on when I was applying for schools, maybe.
Shit.
I did apply to USC and they said no, so hey, maybe, fuck it.
Get a settlement check.
Yeah.
Give it a shot.
And well, I guess they.
Fuck
Oh
it.
yeah, and I guess they. What's it called? Unrolled? Not what? What do you mean when you get out of school? They just left the
Withdrew.
school. They withdrew from the school.
Yeah.
because of the backlash. The kids and
Right.
shit.
Right.
But Lori Loughlin, she turned herself in. She was on a yacht with the fucking dean administrator and shit, and her husband's a Trump supporter. So damn, you should have got with fucking John Stamos. That's what you get. That's what you get.
You really didn't watch Full House, did you? They just scam with the twins in preschool. There was a fucking episode dedicated to that.
I remember Full House. I don't remember
I was just
all
saying,
of
man,
them.
I don't remember episodes like that,
Yeah.
bro.
I remember
I'm sorry.
because Sheree watches that shit religiously.
She really
all the
watches
reruns.
Full House.
Yeah,
She does.
Yeah.
Even Fuller House.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't watched Fuller House. I could watch Fuller House just for Stephanie.
No, there was a whole ass episode they scammed to get the twins into a preschool.
Wow, it was funny. My mom got them
all
confused.
right.
My mom got Lori Loughlin and the other on what's her name, DJ confused. She was all going like, "Oh, the Christian lady." You mean no? That was DJ. She was the one that's hella fucking Christian. He's like, "No, she's Christian." I'm like, "No, Becky wasn't Christian. It wasn't Christian like that." But
I don't know.
But
yeah, now all these schools. Again, I'm just looking at for anybody who had anything bad to say about affirmative action or children of immigrants taking your children's spots. No, the fuck they weren't. This just opened up everybody's eyes to show that not only is this going in with the scams,
Right.
but it brought light to legacy.
Yeah.
When you have parents that graduate from a school and then the kids apply to the school, you
Yeah.
have that as well. And then you also have situations where when you're in a predominant area where education is a little bit higher than those others, and they have a pipeline to that school to get them in,
Right.
it's the same fucking thing. So that itself was funny. There's a lot of people on social media like, yeah, I better not hear any fucking thing about affirmative action. I was like, you must not know how the world works, man.
Yeah.
But whatever.
whatever. Anyway, it's a real news. Wake up in the middle of the morning. I look at my phone. I see a group text. JC texts me something. Texts me Martine something. I look and I'm like, oh. It was the second trailer for Endgame. They didn't announce it. They didn't say it was coming tomorrow. They just randomly dropped it. Was it on Wednesday? Doesn't matter what day.
Wait, don't you got the AMC app?
No. Usually when they make Marvel always announces when the trailer. They usually drop a teaser trailer for the trailer.
No, I mean because I got that notification for the trailer.
It was literally when I woke up. I looked at my phone.
Yeah, this shit was out at like 5 in the morning.
Yeah,
it was literally
I'm up that early, so
it was literally the first thing I saw. I was like, oh, and man, boy, they ain't show shit.
I was like, what are you getting up in arms about? What the fuck?
Excellent. Today, I mean, I don't know what to say. It was like they showed little shit, and then they kept saying...
They didn't show shit, and they showed everything at the same time.
Yeah, they showed a whole bunch of...
though.
And then they kept saying whatever it takes. And, you know, I'm just a Degrassi fan. I just heard, I know I can make it through. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. They kept saying it over, and then you saw fucking... You know, Tony getting, you know, everyone was just getting ready, pretty much. Getting ready for battle. You saw fucking Hawkeye with his daughter, so you know she about to turn to dust.
To this day.
To this day.
To this day.
He had a fade, too.
To this day.
He had a fade, too, with a mohawk fade, too.
Bro.
Looking like a douchebag. Looking like he came straight from Jersey Shore.
Seriously, though, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Got that MAGA fade.
Everybody gonna die. He had that look like everybody gonna die.
For real.
You saw Captain America, he had this whole shit shaved, and he's like, he's ready. And then you saw fucking Black Widow with her gun at a shooting range. Like, what the fuck that about to do?
What kind of shit is that?
Hey, man. You never know.
Then you saw fucking...
like a fucking stormtrooper.
Saw Ant-Man push a fucking pencil and then fly.
Damn, everybody, I'm telling you, everybody is saying, yo, it's coming. When this nigga fully expands and Thanos' ass and saves the whole
My God.
Jumps in his ass and then gets big and kills Thanos. I can see it happening.
No, yeah, that's not far-fetched for Ant-Man.
And then all of a sudden, and then the last part of the trailer, you see fucking Captain Marvel showing up looking all fucking scrumptious and shit. Looking like the complete opposite of the movie for whatever reason. And then Thor just...
It's evolution. Like, it's been 24 years in between the...
Yeah. She looked good, though. She looked really good. And then Thor just gets his fucking hammer and just goes... Whoop, right... Well, not the hammer, it's the axe.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting.
Yeah, it's not the hammer no more.
But that shit right by her, she ain't flinch
one bit. And he was like...
He said, I like this one.
I like this one. But they didn't show shit, and I hope they keep it that way. I really hope they keep it that way. I don't want to see nothing. And if they show Thanos, just show him taking a shit. And then that's it.
Next trailer should be 45 seconds to a minute. And it should just show... It should go from the landscape to the sky, and then it should pierce through and show the gauntlet.
Yeah.
And then it just shows Thanos in his back. Just show his back.
Oh, yeah. Because they did not...
So as he's overlooking whatever he's overlooking, and then just go to
He should
black.
be in the field. Just be in the field. And then also, we didn't see Thanos in this one either. We have not seen Thanos at all. And apparently, according to like rumors, all the footage is within the first 20 minutes. Yeah. All the shit we saw was in the first 20 minutes of the movie. So we didn't see shit.
They said this shit's 3 hours. You ain't say nothing but word, man. That just mean tell me bring a blanket. Go to the dollar store, get them $1 snacks.
Get a whole truckload. It's 3 hours.
You know what I'm saying? Shit.
I hope it's 3 hours. How long was Infinity War? Like 2 hours?
2 and a half or something like that.
Shit.
Close to 3.
And according to what other rumors said, like not rumors, but to the writers, they said in the first draft of the movie of Infinity War, they said like the snap was going to happen in the second movie. It was going to happen in Endgame, or the first half of it. But I was like, yeah, I'm glad they did that. So
yeah, would have took the dramatics away.
I mean,
seriously.
I mean, yeah, because now it's like a year later, and we're just waiting for the next.
Can't just wait for a snap.
You feel me? That was the best. That was the best shit. So, Endgame is coming next month, and
fucking Lil Jon and snap your fingers. You gonna wait a fucking year for that?
Shit.
And I guess another semi-good news, depending on how you view this shit, James Gunn is back as the Guardians of the Galaxy. He's back directing. And
in other words, they couldn't find a replacement.
Yeah.
For real.
If y'all remember, if y'all lived on a rock, Disney let his ass go after some MAGA robots fucking found his old pedo-ass tweets. And he was saying pretty much pedophile, just pedophile shit. Joking wise, he was saying, "I was just joking. I didn't mean that shit."
Oh, of course.
Back in like 2012, 2013, when Twitter was a madhouse, anyone could say what the fuck they wanted to, but yeah.
Let's see cancel culture.
They ain't gonna cancel him.
No, what I'm saying, let's see cancel culture, the one who goes real hard, but happens to be big ass
Marvel
MCU fanatics.
I mean, hey, Batista got what he wanted because Batista was really up. He was really up in arms about it because he was saying the MAGA people were the ones that did this shit. So why are you gonna fire him for what MAGA did? You know what? Fuck y'all. I'm gonna quit. He was talking hella shit. Also, James Gunn is also gonna direct fucking the reboot of Suicide Squad. That's right, the reboot. Yes, the reboot.
That's so horrible.
And also, what's his name? Will Smith ain't coming.
DC just cannot get their shit together.
Will Smith ain't coming back as Killshot. Was it Killshot or Deadshot? Don't matter. The one with the guns.
Killshot.
Killshot. Yeah, you go. He ain't coming back as Killshot.
No, wait, we're both wrong.
Who is he?
Deathstroke?
Deathstroke. Yeah, he's not coming back as.
I was like, wait, Killshot? That's fucking the Eminem shit.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway.
Yeah,
he's Batista kept showing up like.
I give you the beating you deserve, Dave, and nothing more.
No.
That's not what I want.
Give me what I want. That's been a meme. That's been something. Give me what I want.
Give me a hell yeah.
Oh no, I've been hearing that shit. That's what exactly what I'm gonna be when I watch Endgame. Just looking at a black screen. Give me what I want.
Motherfucking preview show up. That's not what I want.
That's not what I want.
It's fucking Ant-Man.
Ant-Man goes inside his ass. Give me what I want.
Give me what I want. Oh shit. Go wake up in the morning, look at your girl. Give me what I want. Anyway, yeah, he's gonna. They said
Becky went into the damn admissions office.
Oh my god.
Give me what I want. No, yeah, you have to have the microphone in your hand. Give me what I want. Anyway, yeah, James Gunn is back, and all the nerds are happy, but you know, people are gonna have selective outrage, but y'all gonna still see the shit.
Yep.
Anyway, Disney and Fox are finalizing that deal.
Yo, that deal's done, man.
Oh yeah.
Round of applause, man.
So that means pretty soon, hopefully, X-Men, Fantastic Four, and possibly Deadpool.
Well, not possibly. It's already been cleared what's going on with Deadpool.
Oh,
Deadpool's coming over, and he's bringing his R rating with him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Disney's not going to get away with that. The only difference is that is the Disney logo just ain't going to show up on the Disney
logo has not showed up. It's just the MC.
Right, but no, they're going to make sure that Disney don't show up anywhere near it. But he's bringing his R rating with him.
Yes. They're keeping it the way it is.
Yeah.
So apparently they're supposed to show up, on March 20th? That's when the
deal goes effective on Wednesday.
Oh, so that's it. Mm-hmm. So they have the Infinity Stones now. They got the gauntlet. Disney got it. It's game blouses. Disney Plus is in full effect.
Yeah.
Oh shit! This really might happen. Oh fuck!
Might.
This is
finishing
fate. This is gonna happen.
I mean, this is really gonna happen.
Endgame is officially putting a period on everything dating back to 2008, and we're going into the next
future.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That means Secret
with
Wars.
X-Men.
Yeah, with X-Men. Now Storm and Black Panther could have their actual story and shit.
Now fucking they can get a new Wolverine. I mean, you know, shout out to Hugh Jackman. I mean, that sucks. That's the disappointing part about it. But you know, they're gonna get a new Wolverine, and he's gonna probably be dope.
I'm about to say they'll get it right.
Oh, they always do.
They haven't fucked up.
Yeah.
Whoa. Let me rephrase that.
Who did they fuck up?
The first.
There's the
first wave at the beginning of the millennium.
Well, the Incredible. You
and
blame
then Spider-Man.
everyone.
That was Sony. Never mind.
That was Sony.
Yeah.
Sony still has the rights to it, but we all can't wait.
The Incredible Hulk.
It's all next month, but right now, Us is coming. So Us is on Friday. I'm gonna try to see it. I'm gonna see it on Thursday,
right before the midnight showing on Thursday.
Oh, so you can, yeah. I'm gonna get the 7:00 showing. Dun. They released the soundtrack.
Don't get me wrong. I'm big on Us. I'm definitely gonna see it, but it's not like Endgame. Endgame, I'm seeing that
that's
shit
all Star Wars.
At 7:00 Thursday. Then I'm seeing the first showing on Friday, and I'm taking my ass back Sunday.
I have a feeling they're gonna release one more trailer to get them tickets when the tickets go on sale.
Yeah.
They're gonna release one more.
They're gonna release a trailer, and at the end of the trailer, tickets available now.
And everything's gonna be all sold out within seconds and shit.
Probably.
Well, we know how it gets now.
Yeah, and that trailer's gonna be fucking epic. I already know. Know.
That's gonna be
the one that's gonna. Let me show you what we working with.
For sure.
Like that's like when the chick opens the door and shows herself in the lingerie and shit. That's what we're gonna see. Yep.
That's one way to put it, but okay.
Yep. Anyway, speaking of women.
Yeah, the resurgence. Look, man, we are now seeing the resurgence of the femcee. And boy, It's about damn time.
Yes, it
Like,
really is.
So beautiful.
No more Nicki Minaj. No more just Nicki Minaj. Now is a whole plethora of women.
We've been used to seeing, of course, Rhapsody. One thing that I keep seeing on social media is we need more variety. You know, it's just it can't be all this. We need multiple. And I'm like, y'all ain't never posted shit about Rhapsody. And I know that for a fact. 'Cause I see what y'all be posting. Y'all don't post about Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Rhapsody was my number 3 album or number 4 album of the year in 2017.
Right. Mine too.
I know about Rhapsody. I've been singing her praises for years. Y'all ain't.
Of course not.
But then on one hand, I noticed from that end, but then I had to look at it from the other angle too, where it was, she's honestly just that damn good, but we just don't box her into femcee.
That's how I look at
she's a motherfucking MC.
That's how I look at Young M.A. too. I look at her like that too.
She's looked at as a lyricist. You know what I mean? That
real
doesn't
lyricist.
necessarily, pull audience.
She just happens to be a woman.
So that's the problem.
And you know how women don't want to be called female MCs; they just want to be called MCs.
Right.
Just like
she's the one that superseded past femcee. Like,
Young
niggas are stacking her up. They stacking her up against competition across the board with men.
That's how I see Young M.A. too. She's like that too.
A lot of people see her as that.
Yeah.
Kodak Black for some reason isn't one, but
no,
everybody else sees her.
Let's not get on that shit.
Yeah.
But
anyway, so of course, Alexa Rhapsody. Of course, Cardi B the year she had last year.
That
culminated with the Grammy.
Yeah, and now Megan Thee Stallion's on the come up. You know, who's just on the pretty much had a feature story on Rolling Stone. This past week.
So you got them. Of course, we don't recognize City Girls as femcee, but rappers. They're there. They have a cultural impact.
They're like Yin Yang twins. They're like Yin Yang twins in a way.
Yeah,
so you got them.
That's actually a good comparison.
Yeah. Up and comers like Tierra Whack, Rico Nasty. Of course, we're familiar with No Name,
Tink,
Dreezy, Princess Nokia is another one.
Sweetie.
So it's gonna go on and on, man.
Like it's a running wave now where it's something where
it's cool to listen to female rap.
No, it's not even that it's cool. It's like it's finally, like finally it's here.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I liken it to the same situation when the West Coast, after all those years of being down, came back and it just took the whole.
It's a woman revolution. It's an evolution,
right?
Just like wrestling, it is female. It's a hip hop woman female revolution, right?
But as a result of this, haters gonna hate, man. And now we come to a point where we know they're arriving because now the question is up. Somebody went and asked, do you really want your daughters listening to Cardi B, City Girls, and Megan?
Nigga, you were listening to fucking Nelly, you were listening to T.I., like you were listening to Baby Got Back, you listen to all that shit. They're gonna listen eventually. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. Shut the fuck up. And that ends that.
That's exactly what I'm like, bro. Do you know what we were listening to when we were younger? I turned out fine.
Like, we all turned out fine. You just have a brain and know what's right and what's wrong.
Then I had to start asking, I'm like, well, what age are we talking about? Because if we're talking about 3, I don't even want them listening to
hip-hop in general and shit,
I mean, man, I was in the 4th grade. Someone this dude next to me started singing Jigga That Nigga. Jigga, what's my motherfucking name? He sang the hook, and that's how I realized who Jay-Z was when I heard that for the very first time. Was in the 4th grade with some black kid singing that shit. It doesn't matter. It's all becomes they're gonna listen regardless. Whatever.
I was in 1st grade when I heard Nate Dogg sing "Every Other City We Go." Every other video.
Where we go, I see the same hoe. What's a hoe? Shut up.
It's a garden tool.
Yeah.
Get back to work.
We'll take your ass in the field. You'll find out.
Shut up, switch. JC. Michael. Anyway.
But yeah, so we finally reached that point where, people are trying to jump in the way of basically what we saw in Evolution with the women in WWE.
Yep.
It's basically what we're seeing right now in hip-hop.
It's really striving. And also, shout out to Megan Thee Stallion again, because now it seems like her buzz is just building every day. Yeah. It just builds and builds.
The Rolling Stones article, I didn't even know she's a full-time college student.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. That's fucking Texas Southern.
Yeah. Out in Houston. She said.
So now when I say it, it's starting to make sense as to her tour schedules. It's really starting to make sense now. She's big right now, spring break.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Got you.
I know. Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, now I'm
that makes a lot of fucking sense.
Yo, she's doing all that and maintaining a GPA.
Shit.
Come on now.
She hasn't even dropped her album yet, man.
Round of applause. Salute that woman, man.
You know she about to get them features. So I already know Cardi's gonna jump on a song with her.
Oh, yeah.
I already know it's going to happen.
To.
It's going to happen.
Wale was the first big one with the pole dancer.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I feel it. I feel it in my bones. Cardi gonna do a song with her, and it's gonna be a fucking hit. But you know who's just looking off into, you know, that meme, SpongeBob meme, when they see everyone celebrating, and then you see Squidward just looking out. Is it Squidward? What's his name?
Squidward.
Yeah, Squidward just kind of looking out into the distance in pain is Nicki Minaj.
Would you bet money that the resurgence of the woman rapper would occur at the moment where Nicki isn't leading it?
Was this Vincent Price? That's all I can say. That's karma. That's all I can say. That's karma. That's what
like
you
for real.
did.
Like actually,
it's actually very surprising when you consider that when she came out, she was like
the only one,
pretty much. You know,
she basically had a 9 to 10 year head start.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. That's
maybe even 11 years if you want to count the actual year that.
And she had a lot of
like the mixtape year you talking about,
And she had a lot of time to probably bring in other women on, you know, under her umbrella and help guide them, and like pretty much what Drake did. You know, when he saw J. Cole and A$AP Rocky and Kendrick brought him on tour, she had all the time in the world to do that, but she didn't do it. No, she didn't do it. She wanted to be the only one on top. So what happens? You know, karma just came, and now karma just really whooping that ass. So we all laughed when, you know, when she canceled her tour and shit out here in the U.S. So we did. So I'm thinking like, okay, she's gonna be overseas. She's gonna probably sell out some shows and all that. Dude, 3 straight canceled shows.
Aren't these the first 3 too?
Something like that.
Are they in the midst of it?
They're in the midst of it. They're in the midst of it. It's
like,
like,
these are the first 3 shows like that. Yeah, that should tell you.
No, it's 3 straight shows.
Yeah,
no, that shit I don't think it's the first 3.
That's crazy.
It's not the first 3. It's like it's like back to back to back. She's canceling shows, and it's like for like the first time it was the first 2 times were technical issues. The third time was because the weather was bad, and then she did it hours before people were already in the arena. It was already sold out.
If you let them in, they won't have to deal with the bad weather. Just let them in.
No, but the thing is, the people were already in there, and then they come out and cancel the show. They said the show can't happen, and I'm just like, that's not a good look. And then you have everyone out there chanting for Cardi B at your own show. Cancel the show.
Wow.
Well, I mean, what can you? That is the universe talking to you, Nicki.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd see that. Like, I can understand like if you won't sell out here in the States, but when you go overseas, that's supposed to be your bread and butter. And now you can't even you canceling those shit. That's millions of dollars you're missing out on.
Roman would never.
Cardi would never. Beyonce would never. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I want to laugh. I mean, I let him laugh.
I'm just gonna sit here and eat my food.
Shit.
And that's all I can say. It's just like, I mean, that's what happens when you do fuck shit. When you do clown shit, the clown bites back. So that's all I can say about that.
Was it?
You queen. And apparently her boyfriend turned himself in for some shit. What did he turn himself in for?
He's a hood nigga. What didn't he turn himself in for?
Yeah, probably was trying to rape somebody. That's what he did. Shit. That's what he did. So hey, whatever, Nicki. Do better. Maybe I don't know.
Hey man, it's all about rebranding.
I'm telling you, she's gonna be on Love and Hip Hop by the end of the year. She's gonna try to be on Love and Hip Hop. I promise you, that's gonna be her last desperate attempt.
The storyline with Safari and Erica Mena.
Oh, see,
oh my God,
you put that on the universe, boy.
I said it. I predicted it.
We ain't gonna be doing this podcast till after Love and Hip Hop ends.
If she wants to be relevant again, she's gonna be on Love and Hip Hop with Joe, whatever. Oh, Love and Hip Hop New York with Nicki Minaj, Joe Budden, Safari, Remy Ma. Woo! Yeah. There you go, man.
That's must see.
I will be must see. Nicki better get it together. That's her last hope.
That's must see right there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll watch that.
I'll watch that too. The whole world will watch it.
I mean, it definitely does sound intriguing.
Shit, I put it in the universe, and whatever we say in this universe, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
They gonna hit her where it hurts too.
What do you mean?
She gonna try to clown somebody, and they be like, "Bitch, you the one trying to talk. You was talking about how you was queen of the world. Now you here with me on Love and Hip Hop. The fuck?"
Yeah, and Remy Ma on that shit too. So, well, I think Remy won't be on there for that long, but It's funny how
Remy gonna
Remy
be on there as long as they want to keep giving her and.
It's funny how she's on
bag.
State of the Culture.
Seriously,
It's
though.
funny how she's on State of the Culture and she has not roasted Nicki once. She's just been very calm. It's one of them calm ones. That's the ones you need to be scared about.
What is she gonna roast her about? She already ripped her.
I
own
know,
track.
but it's like
You know what I mean?
she could have just kept going, but she.
But why?
She's a businesswoman.
I know she's
Yeah.
business. It's scary. Those are the people you need to be afraid of. So
Nikki knows what time it is when she sees Remy. Remy got that point across.
yeah.
Everybody knows what time it is if they're in the presence. She ain't gotta say nothing like that. That's how you know Remy really comes from the streets.
The hood. Yeah.
Yep.
Like, it ain't even just the hood, y'all. She comes from the streets.
Yeah.
She plays by the laws of the streets. Ain't no need to tell. You don't need to put out all your public business. Let people know every single week that you got problems with this person. Nah, just it is what it is.
And then when they bring her
Secure this
name
bag
up,
again.
and then when they bring her name up, she talks very like not even just like from a.
She plays devil's advocate when it comes to her.
Yeah, that's the funniest part. Like, damn, she killed you and then is all nice about you, like with your dead body just right next to you. That's fucking. You're like, not they weren't that bad of a person, but dead body
You
just
used to watch
rotten.
Flavor of Love.
Of course.
Remember the first season when the two women were fighting over the bed and she whooped her ass, and then afterwards they sitting down. You want some lip chat?
That's Remy. Yeah, that's Remy.
This guy.
But yeah, when it comes to Nicki, man, I don't know what else to say. Like, I'm the only one. I say fuck Nicki Minaj, and it's still fuck Nicki Minaj. Not literally, like really fuck everything she stands for. When you are a horrible person, this is what happens to you. That's the universe. Academics, you're next.
You know, I haven't heard anything from him in a while.
Seriously.
He's been quiet. He's been very quiet.
Very, very, very quiet.
He's been on
Good for
the-
him. Shut the fuck up and stay in your lane.
Well, maybe he has to right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Either
he's-
way,
what I mean?
good for him.
I haven't followed him. He hasn't said no stupid shit lately.
No matter how you do it, he's doing it.
Yeah,
He's
silent.
on Everyday Struggle.
Yeah.
He's him and Wayne on just shut the fuck up. Anyway, speaking of social media, so apparently on Thursday, was it Thursday? Last Thursday?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
My car was in the shop on Wednesday.
Yeah, on Thursday, I guess Instagram and Facebook were down for the entirety of the day.
What kind of shit is that?
Except for Twitter. Gotta be using it in context now. Anyway, I didn't really care because I mean I noticed, but I mean I'm on Twitter the most, and I didn't care.
Look, I took my car into the shop. I got a ride back home. Well, I didn't get a ride back. I got a ride back to Larissa's place so I could borrow her car to just get home. Take it back to her spot. Take Uber to go get my car. The car was parked all day. I ain't do much of shit. I realized I had the whole day just to kick it. I was supposed to do my taxes. And I was like, this 2K looking good. Let me hit this 2K up. Play one game of 2K, won by 20, and I was like, you know what?
Did you go against a computer or did you go against...
Computer.
That's the boring. You gotta go against somebody online.
Hall of Fame, nigga.
Still. You gotta go online.
Nah,
See,
man.
he talking because he don't know 2K.
No, but
2K
no,
be on
I'm
that-
talking...
2K be on that bullshit, and they made Hall of Fame fucking Hall of fucking Fame.
Oh, so now it's like real.
You gotta earn that
Yeah,
shit.
no, it's real.
Oh, okay. Because I maybe that's just
This ain't
me.
Madden, nigga.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
2K.
Because you know basketball, so I'm thinking when you kind of know what you're doing, it's kind of just like that gets boring after
Hey, man,
a
just
while.
because you know what you're doing don't mean that
But they'll make
the
you work
opposition don't
for
know
it.
what you're not doing.
So they
either.
make you work for everything.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So the fact I won by 20,
So you must have really feel
I
liberated.
said, look, I got two options. I can get a big ass meal, or I can take a nap.
You took a nap.
I took a nap. As I'm doing all this, I just have to go on Twitter, just not to browse or just kind of see what the flow of the day is.
Right.
And then I see a couple things like, oh, Instagram's down. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Perfect time to go to sleep now. Ain't shit to do, so I'm gonna catch up. I wake up, eat, go back on Twitter.
Have a life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to my mom, talk to my brother.
Watch TV.
Yeah.
Talk to my
Chill.
girl. You know.
About 2 hours before. Oh, and then you know what? It was such a great day. I even finished Unsolved. Remember I was watching the Biggie and Tupac, the
how
USA
was
shit
that?
on
Oh
Netflix.
shit.
Did they find
You
who
know,
did
it
it?
got better.
Did they find who did
If
it?
you've seen the documentary on the one that Death Row did
It
with
was,
BT.
it was sarcasm.
Well, no, I'm saying if you saw it, you know who did it.
Oh, yeah. Well, you told me who did
Yeah.
it. We all know who did
And
it.
Tupac, for those who ain't paying attention to the Death Row doc and BT, in Tupac's case, it was the Crips because he stomped out Orlando.
Yeah,
They were the ones that found him, according to the story.
Right.
And then when it comes to
Biggie.
according to the story,
It was Suge
that was Shook.
for in retaliation.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously. And now everyone's in jail dead.
Right.
So
So, but of course, because of the storyline, they can't prove it. They can't take it to court because the whole story was based on the premise of Biggie's mom when she filed that suit against the LAPD.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what the show was.
Sylvester Stallone was going to do. Wasn't Johnny Depp going to do a movie on that shit?
Yeah, they were going to do the movie.
Then it got canceled.
And then they pinned it. So then that's when they sent it to USA. They got tired of waiting for.
No, they actually did a movie, and it never came out. That's
what I'm saying. That it didn't come out, so then they were like, "Well, fuck it, let's just make this a series then."
No, like I'm saying, they made trailers. I know everything.
I know, but what I'm saying is because that didn't come out, whoever got the rights to that expanded it into a series.
See, we're going off topic because that's how people with lives have.
When Instagram was down. It was good, man.
It was
good. Shit, like there's shit I didn't know. I'm like, damn, I know that about Pop. That's that dick, nigga. That's that shit, nigga.
I was working and I was kind of going on Instagram, but the thing was on Instagram, it was down, but it wasn't really that down for me. I was still catching up with everyone's story. I was like, oh, that guy. Oh, that's up. Oh, that's up. Oh.
Yeah, and the only reason I knew Facebook was down is because
Facebook wasn't down for me.
Because in my my fantasy, one of my fantasy league chats on Facebook in the Messenger, they were just like, "Oh, I can't post anything right now." So I was like, "All right, whatever."
Yeah.
It wasn't until a couple hours before I left to go take Larissa her car back that I was actually going through Twitter. Motherfuckers were having heart attacks.
Damn near. Niggas were like, "Oh, I've been down all day.
That's crazy.
I can't post my food shit. I can't post
legit
my selfies."
having fucking heart attacks.
I use I probably use Instagram more than I use anything else. I wasn't really tripping on it because I had a whole bunch of shit I had to do on Wednesday, so it was just like I was running back and forth or whatever, right? When I get to my dad's house and shit, he tells me, "Hey, have you had a problem with Facebook?" I was like, "I don't use that."
No.
Yeah, nah, man. But then I was like, but Instagram's not letting me do nothing now that I'm trying it. Like, it was the first time that I tried it probably about like 5 o'clock in the afternoon or in the evening, whatever.
Yeah.
I was already logged on, so it didn't lock me out. I was still.
I guess people were logged out. I had no issue getting.
My mom had no issues.
If you logged out,
you're fucked.
Yeah, you couldn't get back in.
Oh.
Yeah, it was one of those things.
Why the hell would you
Why
log
would you log out? Just close the
out?
damn app.
Nah, because you figure if you log out, you know, it'll clear up all the bullshit.
Oh,
log back in.
yeah,
that type shit.
Yeah.
I kept seeing it all over Twitter. I was like, what the fuck?
Stupid.
All right,
Stupid. We need to add that.
Dumbass.
We might as well add that down here. The stupid soundbite.
Yeah, might as well, man.
Stupid.
Yeah, then we started noticing, I was like, wait a minute. What's going on with all the Instagram models?
Oh.
And then that's when somebody said, this is pretty much like the government shut down for Instagram models.
Oh my god.
They couldn't post their selfies. They had to go to Snapchat because they know no one's on Snapchat no more. They just couldn't. They had to look at themselves in the mirror. No filters.
Wednesday just reminded me why I am rarely on any other form of medium besides Twitter.
Same here.
Like, it really just reminded me, like, all this over a platform where you just post pictures.
Or memes, or just videos. Just...
Like, literally, when you break it down to a science, to the basic form of the science.
It's a drug.
Exactly.
Likes and retweets. It's a drug. When you want more. Even I see some people that actually like their own fucking statuses just to get their likes up. I don't get people that do that shit.
A lot of people do that shit.
That's weird.
I have a friend that does it, but it's not to get his stats. It's not to get his stats up. He's just
fuck?
one of them niggas where when he says some shit, that like is just like a yeah. Like my nigga Dwan. Dwan for real. Dwan's a psycho. Dwan legit will like his own shit just to be like, and just if you didn't know, nigga.
I like that.
See, that shit to me, dog, I mean, if you didn't like this shit, why the fuck you gonna post it?
Right. I would
mean?
think that too. I'm like, why do you do that? And he goes, because niggas just gotta know.
No,
I fuck with my shit, so I don't need y'all niggas to fuck with it. And I was like, you know what? That actually makes a lot of fucking sense.
I respect that. Yeah. Now I changed my whole outlook.
I'm not gonna do it, but
that's how Red is. That's how Red is on his shit. I've
noticed that. Yeah,
he does that a lot, and I just don't say nothing. I'm like,
I'm gonna start doing that now. For that reason.
I mean, sometimes I was sarcastic. I was sarcastic one time on Facebook. I said, "Man, that's hella dumb when you fucking like your own comment. That's stupid." And then I posted it and liked it. I mean, and then people say, "But you liked your own comment." You don't say. Yeah. But you know, it came back in the evening, and
it went back up in the evening. But even then, just like,
who cares?
The whole thought process of it was one app.
2 apps.
Where you're just... Well, okay, yeah, two.
Yeah.
But even then, just... Y'all chose to go crazy over those instead of just saying, when it gets back up, it gets back up.
Yeah.
I never understood how
that's how I was. I mean, like I said, I use that shit all the time. But it wasn't working, so I was just like, whatever.
Oh, wow. Warriors lost.
Like, no big deal.
Yeah. Anyway,
happened?
Warriors lost after Steph made that crazy ass shot. Don't you need the Vincent Price laugh?
No.
Anyway, so that was... See, that's how we keep getting off topic, because we just didn't care. Y'all shouldn't care either. Go have a life, people. Stupid.
You can definitely tell motherfuckers that don't get pussy on a regular basis.
You can tell the what's it called? The horny hours? The niggas on Twitter that say that shit? Who are them niggas? The horny... What's it? Too hornier, some shit.
This nigga is detrimentally horny.
Like... niggas that say that shit, like, y'all really don't get no ass. And you really think this is gonna help you get some ass?
Hey man, don't play with me. I do that shit. I always make fun of motherfuckers like that. This nigga's detrimentally horny.
No, but the ones that actually...
the ones that actually post the horny shit?
That post that they're horny.
The wreck her niggas?
The wreck her niggas, yeah.
Oh my god.
Them niggas. Yeah. Smash. Go outside. They tell me to go outside.
Oh, shit.
But I don't tweet about it. You know what no one's really been doing is looking on MySpace. When's the last time any of y'all been on your MySpace? What year?
4 years ago.
Yeah.
That was just to check to see if I could get in.
Yeah, it was along those lines too. But I don't remember when it was.
The last time I logged onto my MySpace
had
was
at least been 5.
literally like, was it years ago? Not years ago. It was like a month ago, just to see, if I could log in and see if all my shit was still there.
Yeah.
And I looked, and literally my old photos and everything was still there. I was like, oh shit, okay. And I just
read how many times he logged onto MySpace. Remember when him and Lamar were on the show?
Oh, yeah.
I still got friends on MySpace.
Oh my god, he lost all his music.
Yeah. The reason why we bring MySpace up. Damn. Sorry, Red.
If you hear this. Yeah, I just realized that.
Yeah, the reason why we bring MySpace up is because if anything you put on there between 2003 and 2015,
gone.
Be pictures, videos, music. Donald snapped.
Wow, in unison too. Fucking weirdos.
Hey. Shit. Sorry, that's what happened. At first, I didn't care. I was
Nigga
like,
clap.
I'm done.
We hit the button at the same time.
Oh shit.
I mean, that's what happened. Everything just vanished.
Bro, let's put this in perspective. This was 50 million songs over 14 million artists that are just gone.
That is
because they made
fucking crazy.
They switched over some server.
Yeah.
And as a result of it,
an
all
error.
shit, yeah.
Well, in the words of Thanos, I hope they remember you.
Yeah. Like imagine you being that pissed off at Instagram and Facebook.
And then you lose all your shit.
Your MySpace shit is like, why the fuck are you even tripping in comparison?
Yeah, I mean, it just went away and it's coming back, and you still have all your shit.
If what happened to MySpace took place on Facebook and Instagram,
that would have been a whole...
I completely understand that one.
But who's...
Motherfucker was down for a whole day? Nah, bro.
Does anyone still log on? How does MySpace get his revenue? That's how I want to know. Like, who goes on? I know Justin Timberlake bought this shit. Him and his company bought this shit, and they actually made it like an actual website now for music.
There's gotta be some ad shit going on.
Like,
they gotta be like
they had articles up there or some shit.
There has to be something, man. Like, you know what I mean?
MySpace, man.
Arby's.
Son of a bitch.
They're connected to Arby's, man.
I guess.
You right.
Oh, yeah. There's powerful niggardry at work.
Think about it. You see anybody in Arby's?
When have you seen someone in Arby's besides the workers?
Besides Pusha T? I don't know.
And they bought Buffalo Wild Wings for $2.1 billion?
Yeah.
Where's all that money coming from?
Yeah.
And Tom got bought out. He's traveling the world. If you look at Tom, if you follow him on Instagram, that nigga travels the world. He got that. They bought that shit. He's literally traveling the world with his money.
MySpace is a front for Coke.
Yeah.
Shit. That's cool. What?
MySpace is a front for Coke. Just like Arby's is a front for the feds to run their drug trafficking.
Yeah. Well, whatever. Everyone lost their shit. All their shit's gone. So
can now stream that. Slang that Coke through streams.
I mean, I ain't mad.
That's wild.
Hey, I mean, I'm not mad. I mean, all the pictures I've had that kind of converted over to my Facebook anyway, and I had little blog posts up. That shit's gone. It was trash anyway. I mean,
y'all ever get into a fight with any of your niggas about your top 8?
Oh, dude, back in the day.
Back in the day, man.
Yeah.
You know, and if you had
Hell yeah.
if you were cool with a female and she was your crush, how she felt about you was how you were ranked on her top 8.
Yep.
Oh, if you were
He was right there, right after the family and her BFFs. You knew you was getting it in.
You were
in there.
When you were in the top 5, if you were in the top 5,
Top 5 was pretty much relationship. Like,
yeah, but if that's if they really fuck with you. If you're in the top 5, top 6, you're like, yep.
Top 8 taught me what it felt like to be an NBA coach. You gotta pick your top 8 rotation.
You gotta rank them.
You gotta get your starting 5 and your 3 key niggas off the bench. Because you know in the playoffs, the team's literally shortened down to 8 guys.
8 to 9.
But if you do the coding, you could get from top 8 to top 10 to top 20. You know, just
but even then, like niggas be upset with the top 16. I'm like, fam, I doubled it to get you on here, and you still mad.
And you still
Matter of fact, let me go to top 12. Get your ass out, nigga. Fuck that bottom row.
Oh, good times. Good times.
Motherfuckers be hitting me. Give me what I want.
Give me what I want. Gotta make that a soundbite now too. Oh, the other one. Ha!
Blow all my eardrums, man.
Soldier
Shit.
Boy. Huh?
No, but that's what Batista did.
No, I know. Probably should just make one maximum with Batista. So,
Oh my god.
Oh man, good times. MySpace. I mean, y'all still go on there. I don't care. It's all about the Twitter. The Twitter. There you go. Well, with my black ass, I guess I broke the internet. Seriously. I don't know
if you broke it, but you was definitely all around that motherfucker.
Well, did I get
real?
Only on the people who gave me credit for it. So anyway, I was at work. I'm going to say the whole background, and I was just thinking. It started off on Twitter. Someone put, what were your top albums of the decade and shit, right? So, you know, I kind of did my list a little bit. You did your shit too, because I remember you saw it. So I was thinking to myself, like, all right, whatever. Because I remember we're going to do our little list of the
best of the decade towards the end of the year.
Whatever. And I'm at work, and I was thinking, what were the top albums of each year? And I was thinking of all the end of the year list and all the other shit. So I was like, well, there was in 2010, there was My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. And in 2011, it was Watch the Throne. 2012, it was Good Kid, Mad City.
Easy.
And then 2013, it was Yeezus, or depending on who you ask, it was Beyonce.
Kind of an open year, but it really didn't extend past 3.
What was the other one?
Yeezus, for people that maybe wanted to throw, nothing was the same, and I give it it'd be like more like the 3%.
Yeah.
The other 97% was the other 2, but for those, I would just say, all right.
That's if you're being nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
No.
Well, you can't dismiss it just off of...
No, not even personal, really.
Right.
But I just...
I can.
I know you can.
You can't.
I know you
off
can.
of what Busby was going off of, you can't dismiss
Oh
it.
yeah,
That's what I was
no.
saying.
If you're going off of the way he
Off of
did
his
it,
criteria, you can't. That's why I said.
Yeah. So then after that,
Still,
and 2014 was the only one I was kind of thinking like, okay, this is kind of, it was a slow year that year, but the ones everyone talked about was My Crazy Life. And towards the end of the year, 2014, Forest Hill Drive. You know, 2014. 2015, To Pimp a Butterfly, duh. 2016, Lemonade. And then I went back to it, I thought about it, I was like, oh yeah, 24K Magic. 2017, Damn. And then, of course, last year, it was Daytona and or Victory Lap. So I was thinking that, and I was like, I'm going to post that on Twitter. I didn't think about it. I was just like, I didn't even think about like making a conversation. I didn't want to debate with nobody. Because, you know, sometimes it's silly on me. I think people have a brain. I'm thinking it's just, you know.
No.
So, you know, I tweeted it. Went about my business. And then I started seeing people retweeting it. And I'm just like, I always get retweeted. Whatever. And then all of a sudden I saw Elliot Wilson favorite it and retweet it. Well, he does this shit all the time. Shout out to Elliot Wilson, by the way.
Shout out Elliot Wilson.
Of course.
Yo, if you ever need anything off Tidal.
I want to make a playlist for like Tidal, you know. Just
Man, fuck it. We want our covers, man.
that too.
We want playlist
Can we
covers.
please get covers?
Elliot Wilson, if you're listening,
You can officially stamp that bitch with the Tidal logo. We don't care. We just want to make our own covers on Tidal.
Yo, YN, if you're listening to this right now, because I hope you are, tell Jay-Z, email him and say, we want our covers for our playlist. That's all we want. I'm tired of looking at the collage of all the fucking cover art for...
Give us what we want.
Give me what I want!
Oh my god.
Anyway.
See, now we ain't getting that shit.
Yeah, hey, man, you never know. Anyway, so so Elliot Wilson does that shit, right? So I'm like, all right, whatever. All of a sudden, he posts it on his Instagram, and he always posts my tweets on Instagram, and he's like, oh, tell me what you got via Mr. Busby. All of a sudden, everyone started fucking, my retweets went up, and all of a sudden everyone started liking the shit, and I'm just like, okay. And then everyone started debating like, no, that's the wrong list, and I was like, okay. Then my fault, and then I put my phone down. I'm still doing shit. All of a sudden, my phone, I started noticing my Instagram feed was really going the fuck off, and I'm like, why is people following me randomly? All of a sudden, I see one shit comes up, and it's fucking Nipsey Hussle.
Random as fuck, man.
Why is Nipsey Hussle following me? And all of a sudden, he posts the list on his fucking Instagram, and he just says, repost by Mr. Busby. Facts on nah. Why or why not?
This facts nah. Why not?
With the victory lap fucking flag, because I put victory lap on there, and I was like, oh. And then all of a sudden, my followers started going, then I have to post a list on my shit. Then I'm starting to get comments from all over, and then Elliot Wilson comments that says, I'll make you famous. Like, okay, Undertaker. So, yeah. I mean, it wasn't really a thought. It was just a thought that popped in my mind, and now everyone's fucking debating with me or having debates amongst themselves saying, oh, no, you got to add Drake on there. No, you got to add Anti. And the thing is, I put a caption under it that strictly just said, this was the consensus. These were the albums of the year by the consensus of the people of that year. I'm talking album of the year list, what people were saying on social media, all the above. What was the criteria? When we look back on those years, what's going to be the album everyone's going to remember? The first thing that pops in your mind. And those were the first albums that popped in my mind. Duh!
The first albums popped in a lot of people's minds.
Shit, they were like on the top of everyone's list. Yeah. Like, it's crazy.
People were saying, in the main argument, people were telling me about Yeezus, and I'm just like, one motherfucker came in my comments and said, nah, man, the proper consensus was that Yeezus was trash, and da-da-da-da-da, and I'm going, and everyone, it was Drake's year. And I was just like,
no.
Okay, there definitely was a community consensus that did say Yeezus was trash.
Yeah.
But when you look at those end of the year
there was
lists,
definitely a consensus that also said it was still one of the most talked about pieces of art in all facets of the entertainment industry for 2013.
And it was ranked number 1 on damn near every end of the year list. It was not number 1, it was number 2 or in the top 3. It didn't go past that. And then I said that shit, and of course he was like, "No, man, you gotta look back at that. That was Drake's year." So I look back just out of curiosity. What was Drake's? Nothing was the same ranked.
I mean, to me, it was a 4 out of 5 album, so you would think it would be ranked around
20
10s and 10s and 20s.
10s and 20s. That's where he was low. He didn't even sniff the top 3. Drake has never had the album of the year. People take care.
Complex?
Not even a Complex. He was like, yeah, you know how they were.
They didn't jump on Drake until if you're reading this, it's too late.
Until you're reading this too late. Yeah. Still.
I remember now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That was like in the 20s.
But see, also, what kind of throws me off though is they keep saying it was Drake's year. Was that the year that he dropped all those features?
That was 2014.
2014.
That's when he was. No, 2013. 2013. No.
Well, it was 2013. 2014, right? Like
2014 when he did all the 2013.
2014 0 to 100.
2013 when he was doing all those features in the Versace freestyle.
See, that's the thing, man.
Remix.
It could have been. It
4
could
a.m.
have
in Toronto
possibly had been his year.
But
we weren't talking about fucking years. We were just talking about an album.
And
we're talking about the album. And
y'all wanted to talk about sales with me. I remember 2013. You know who else dropped in 2013? Yeah. Eminem, the Marshmallows LP2.
That motherfucker, Nothing Was the Same, dropped in September, and by October, Eminem had booted that shit the fuck out the way.
To second place.
I remember that.
Yeah. And so it was. I remember that year. Drake did not have that. I
remember having to die on that hill for a couple weeks until I ran Marshall Mathers LP2 back and was honest with myself and was like, Slaughterhouse all over again.
I like Marshall Mathers LP2.
Of course you do.
Just not the way I hyped it up.
Oh, you were hyping it like that, huh?
Yeah. I had to be honest with myself. And what made it worse is the same label back-to-back years.
You weren't even a stand. I was a stand like that. I think you were more hyped towards like the second half, like the bonus tracks. That's when M was really, really spitting.
No.
Oh, damn, the whole shit? Okay, well, that's you.
Gotta be really honest with myself right
now. Well, that's unfortunate. I liked it.
Never fell for it again.
Of course you did, Busby. We know that.
But I
didn't fall for that shit again.
No, but then, no. But then, there's limits. Because, then after that, it was a hiatus. Oh, didn't Bad Meets Evil come out the year after?
Nope. Bad Meets Evil came out 2011.
You're right. You're right. You're right on that.
External hard drive. I
remember that. You were right on that. Yeah. And that's when. Anyway, the point I'm trying to say is Drake never had the album of the year. Then they tried to make a comment about Anti because that dropped the same year as Lemonade, and I shouldn't mention Anti. And I was like, no. I remember what y'all was saying about Anti. Y'all liked it, but y'all didn't like it like that because when Lemonade dropped, it was game over. Everyone was talking about Lemonade. The visual album, her, Jay-Z cheating on her and shit like that. And on top of that, it was like number one on damn near everybody's list. Anti was like second best. When I think back to 2016, it was Lemonade. So, and Life of Pablo, but I didn't put Life of Pablo. I was thinking I gotta be honest with myself about that one. It was Lemonade.
It's about damn time.
Shut up.
Give me a hell yeah!
And then people were trying to say like this was, and then they tried to tell me this one motherfucker about To Pimp a Butterfly in 2015. He was trying to say, yeah, Kendrick's album was great, but nah, man, that year belonged to Future.
What kind of shit is that?
No.
Shut the fuck up. Just some guys.
Oh shit!
See, they
Every time you say it, I'm just like, what the fuck that has to do with the album?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
What does
that's
that have to
his
do with
year.
the
That's
album?
his year. What the fuck does that have to do?
Because if
with
we're talking about
anything?
years, I might be inclined to actually look into it and take that serious to then make an educated decision. For say, you know what, Future's 2015 really was.
But I wasn't talking
big and
about
fucking popping.
I wasn't talking about
But
an artist.
it's the second argument. I'm like,
album.
why are we talking about the fucking year? It was just the album.
The album of
It's just
the
the
year,
album,
not the whole year.
And we're just talking about our culture, because I'm sure if we stepped out of it, like
There was
you
other albums.
likely weren't even thinking of Adele.
Nope.
Because I was thinking of Adele.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm sure there's albums that we
I
would
didn't even
agree
talk
on.
about
Like,
21.
as I'm speaking now, I wasn't thinking about Sam Smith when I first commented on it, but I'm thinking about now, like, damn, Sam Smith had a dope ass 2014.
Yeah. He did.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, and I got you.
But I just kept it in the culture, in our culture, for that specific reason. Because I didn't mention 21. I didn't mention 25. I didn't mention 19. That came out within the same era, I think. 19 with Adele. Mm-hmm. I didn't mention those. Stupid. So it was just, and then it was so much. People were just arguing my comments, and it was just kind of funny. And then
Busby hit us in the group chat. These niggas really arguing. I was like, niggas just love to argue shit just for the fuck of it, man. Like, turn that shit off.
niggas were telling me that list was trash, and I was just like,
go on fucking Metacritic. It's literally all the fucking top albums on Metacritic in the culture for each year. That's literally all it is.
But then I kind of looked on Nipsey shit, and it was like I was seeing certain rappers. I saw T.I. agreed with it, Wayno agreed with it. I looked on Elliot Wilson's shit. Boy Wonder felt away because I didn't mention Drake. He was like, "Well, nothing was it," and he got Thanos snapped. So
now I could get nigga clapped.
I'm over y'all.
I'm just saying. It was. I was just like, I just couldn't believe it. I was just like, and then it gets even funnier because then I'm seeing other little rap sites. What up, World Star? Steal my shit. Not even give me credit for it. Screenshot it. Crop my name out and say, "Hey, what do you guys think?"
That's some asshole shit.
What kind of shit is that?
At first,
Asshole shit. I just said it.
I mean, I was kind of, at first I was mad, and I was just like, "Oh, y'all niggas funny." I saw another rap blog copy my shit. It was just like, oh, so I gave y'all niggas content. I wasn't even trying to give you fucking content. This is why I don't tweet out my ideas, just for this specific reason right now. I guess I started off, because you said you were seeing on other shits too, right? You?
Yeah, no, I saw it all over Twitter.
Uh-huh.
And then I forgot which fucking blog site it was, but someone posted
We didn't see it on everybody else's Instagram or Facebook.
Shit, for real. Nah, but I did see it on someone's Instagram. I forgot who the fuck it was. It was like just some random ass person.
Wow.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep. And matter of fact, I was talking to my coworker about it, and I showed her the fucking list.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, "Oh yeah, I saw that." I was like, "Oh." That's a homie.
That's a thunderclap. Give me a thunderclap now!
Yeah!
Give me what I want!
Yeah, that shit was fucking hilarious though.
That
man.
was crazy. And niggas were still
Hilarious.
fucking arguing. They're still arguing. And I'm getting hella fucking followers and shit too. So shout out to Nipsey. We might have you on the show one day if you're listening. And I got a whole bunch of new followers. Oh yeah, I guess
open invitation for Nipsey.
Yeah,
slide through
whenever.
You
can just slide through.
You want to do a podcast on a Thursday? We'll just do the
podcast. If you go fly us out, we'll fly out. We will come to Compton. We don't care, or Long Beach, whatever you at in LA, we'll come.
Crenshaw.
Whatever, same shit. And also, we got new listeners now because now I got new followers. So yeah, we got new listeners. So hi everybody. I know y'all listening. Hopefully.
Yo, what up?
This is a little podcast I do.
Just a heads up. I don't give a fuck about what any of you say in comments or anything. I'm just going to keep minding my own fucking business.
Yeah,
my opinions are my opinions.
Same here.
Fuck y'all.
And if y'all follow,
with that being said, we appreciate you tuning in every week to the iLLogical Sense podcast. Be sure to subscribe on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Spotify. And if you haven't picked up, by the way, we also have a playlist going around. Apple Music, Spotify.
Title.
Gotta get that title. And we also have a video list up on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe at all. Holla.
Oh yeah, and also
that was professional as fuck, man.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you. Good job.
Thank you.
And also, so then a side note, because I guess my shit was just going the fuck off. It's still going off right now. So today it got announced that they showed the top 10 Billboard charts and shit. Mm-hmm. And I'm keeping a close eye on it because I want to see when Drake is gonna get off of it. Because since January he has not left the Billboard top 10.
He gonna leave the decade on that bitch.
Like since last January he has not been off that charts. That's fucking wild to me. So Sicko Mode's still number 10.
Hey Drake, if you're listening to this, man. Busby said last year in his predictions that you was gonna fall all the way fuck off.
Yeah, I did. Hope that haunts you. Anyway, so
I think it haunts you for real.
Anyway,
because you know how Busby is. I'm right till you prove me wrong.
I got proved wrong. I got proved wrong.
Aubrey proved you wrong.
He sure did.
Still going.
I acknowledge that.
But you know, you can flip it in Busby's in his defense. He said what needed to be said to keep the nigga on Billboard.
Exactly. And Kendrick kind of scared you. And Kendrick scared you too.
He put that shit in the universe.
Yeah. And Kendrick scared you too. So, it's a 2-year anniversary of More Life. It's also the 2-year anniversary of what happened a week later. So, yeah. Anyway, what was I getting at about that? Anyway, so I posted it.
I don't celebrate anniversaries unless they're divisible by 5. So that means nothing to me.
Anyway, the point I'm trying to say is that after I tweeted that, I tweeted that shit that oh, did you know that Drake has not left the Billboard top 5? Elliot Wilson again screenshotted it, put it on his Instagram, and Drake liked it. Hi, Aubrey.
Yo, Elliot, for real, like, can we be like guest playlist curators? You know what I'm saying? For like a month or some shit. Like, can it just be the iLLogical Sense playlist curators for like a month? Just a month, man.
Hey,
holla at us. We ready.
I'll text. I'll DM you at Wyan if you're listening. Just DM. Just shit. But yeah, that was funny to me because I remember you said you were mad at first when I tweeted the shit.
Yeah, I was mad because
we always come up with content.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, this nigga giving away all the goddamn content. And then I saw niggas was acting stupid. And I was like, I think this is to our advantage.
But then you thought to yourself, I really came up with that shit on my ass.
Right. So then I was like, okay, well, we got the biggest content creator of, apparently, one of the culture, because he had that shit funneling around everywhere over the weekend. Mm-hmm. So now let's take it upon ourselves and actually give what we think is the fucking top 5 from our based opinions for each fucking year that goes through. It's a fucking add-on.
It's gonna take a while, but anyway.
It's a fucking post show. We got content. It's our content.
Well, yeah, true. Anyway, 2000. Man,
fuck them.
That means I got
This is in spite of World Star. Damn it.
Not true. Anyway, back in 2010, there was only for my top 5. In no particular order, it was M's Recovery. This is my personal list, people. It was M's Recovery, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Distant Relatives, and there was 2 more. Fuck, what were the other ones? Was that the same year that Weekend dropped? No, I think just those 3.
Well, I'll go over. So for sure, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Mm-hmm. That Teflon Don, man.
Oh yeah, Teflon Don. That's Teflon Don.
That was his That was his fucking stepping out party.
Yeah, I remember that.
Legit his stepping out party. I'll even give the nod to Nicki and Pink Friday.
Pink Friday, yeah, that was a good one.
For sure, Distant Relatives.
Yes.
This Relatives was so fucking good.
I thought you said you didn't like it like that. You told me that.
I said that.
Oh, okay.
I like This Relatives.
Okay, well.
Rihanna's Loud. Loud had hit after fucking hit after fucking hit on that album.
Yeah.
That was the one where everybody was looking for her to have that album where it was just nothing but hits to possibly follow up on Good Girl Gone Bad.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It was 10 songs and like every one of the motherfuckers, and then it ended with Love the Way You Lie, part 2.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't really push that part 2 part.
Right.
But
now there's one that I gave an honorable mention to,
which is
Flockavelli, man. That Waka Flocka album, I did not expect much from that, and when I finished that album, I was like, that's a great fucking album.
I remember
Flockavelli was fucking great.
I remember what Rap Radar had the most. The only reason why I remember that because they had most disappointing albums, and they had Distant Relatives, and they had most underrated albums, and they had Flockavelli. There was like a huge outrage on Twitter. I remember that. Even me, I was pissed at them. I remember that YN.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Now remember, as we go back here, at some point the mixtapes cut off, but this was around. This was blog era, so all the mixtapes. Right. So I had to account for it, and I was like, shit, do I include mixtapes in this album talk? But to run off real quickly, if we're gonna go on mixtapes, of course, Friday Night Lights.
That came out 2010.
Yep.
Okay, Friday Night Lights. Yep, that's me.
Of course, Kush and OJ was Khalifa.
Yeah.
Of course, for those who got put up on game with Kendrick Lamar, Overly Dedicated. Yeah. For those who got up on Crit, that was when Crit was here dropped.
Yep.
And West Side niggas.
Oh yeah.
It moved all and it advocated all the way to the East Coast. Dom Kennedy from the West Side with Love.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those were like the 5 I remember just
and I remember you putting me onto that Dom Kennedy shit.
Yeah.
Now that was just 2010.
That's 2010. Yeah.
Now 2011 for me.
2011 is one of the top years.
It was for me. It was Watch the Throne. Then it was the Bad Meets Evil album. Hell the sequel. Mm-hmm. Then there was. That's when The Weeknd dropped, right? House of Balloons.
Yeah.
House of Balloons. Guess you could say Take Care. And
he said, I guess.
And Frank Goes into Star Ultra.
See, I put
and Triple X. That was the first time I ever heard Danny Brown. Triple X. Yeah. Yep.
See, I put Weeknd and Frank in the mixtape category only because
that's
when I first hit him, it was that Piff.
Yeah.
And Frank's shit wasn't available.
First time I saw Weeknd, Drake was the one who posted the House of Balloons link on his Twitter.
Fam,
that was the first time I saw him.
Shout out to my boy Levon. My boy Levon hit me up and was like, bro, I've been listening to this for, I think he said 3 hours straight. He's like, I don't know what the fuck I'm listening to, but I can't stop. I can't turn it off. It's House of Blues. I pressed play and I was like, fam.
Gotta be high.
This shit is incredible.
The first track, it was just like, what the fuck is this? Weeknd came out and punched you in your mouth.
First time I heard Wicked Games, I was like, this is going to be one of the best songs of this decade.
Period.
Wicked Games, man. So I put those towards the mixtape. That's for that.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to find to this day.
Damn.
I was trying to find to this day.
Just push everything.
To this
that
day.
Was close.
To this day.
Anyway, so
as far as albums go, Section 80.
Yeah.
Watch the Throne. Even though I didn't necessarily like, we've talked about this.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Even though I didn't necessarily jump on board with all the way, it was still a moment. There was still a lot of bangers on there. So Watch the Throne.
Common's album dropped that same year too.
Yeah, that one just missed my.
I don't remember that.
But when the Roots dropped Undone,
I remember that. Love that album.
And that motherfucker was the
played Story Backwards.
Yeah, what's the name of it when you titled that kind of an album? The
concept album.
Thank you. The concept album, but telling it from the side of you already know this nigga's dead, so now you're just rewinding the steps. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They pulled that shit off perfectly.
Big Crit was on that. I remember that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you had that. I said Take Care, right?
Yeah.
Take Care. Mm-hmm. Wale's Ambition.
That was a good one. That was back when me Wale had beef on Twitter.
Common, the Dreamer, the Believer, the Believer, the Dreamer was just missed the cut for
that was a good one.
But then, of course, you had the Frank Ocean Weekend for the mixtapes. That was when the first Soul Tape dropped.
Yep.
Fab.
Oh, shit.
And then 2 Chainz was starting to make his name with the True Religion.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when Wiz dropped Cabin Fever. Mm-hmm. And then he followed that, unfortunately, with
that bullshit.
Yeah.
Hey, that's your boy.
Which, interestingly enough, he did the same thing last year when he dropped the sequel to it. And it was also one of those where I was like,
but I like
all right, nigga.
Both of them.
Rolling Plains.
I like both of them.
Rolling Papers.
But it was more like, you gotta listen to it in the right situation type shit.
Well, we get to 2012. Good Kid, Mad City.
Easy.
That's the end.
Easy.
The end. I don't need a top 5. Just that was all I listened to.
For sure, Frank Ocean, Channel Orange.
Oh,
yeah.
Mine. Oh, Life is Good with Nas. That was my shit too.
That was, for me, Justin Bieber, Believe.
Yes.
That's when that's when I started.
That
to
was
notice.
little.
Like,
That was like that was the last time we heard of any innocent Bieber, I guess. Before you know. Yeah, that was in 2012, right?
2012.
Yeah, Believe was a good album.
ScHoolboy Q, Habits and Contradictions.
Yes.
That shit dropped the beginning of the year.
Monster
Did not
album.
leave my rotation.
I believe that
seriously.
And then the final one for me, this was way under the radar, so you actually had to be up on game. Freddie Gibbs, Babyface Killer.
I remember that.
Oh my goodness, when I heard that shit, I was like, bruh, this is a fucking... Why doesn't it... This isn't on... This ain't his Def Jam debut with Jeezy? Like, what the fuck's going on?
No.
That shit was bumping from top to bottom.
That was that's hella nostalgic. So
Yeah.
now let's move on to 2013. Which
Well, the mixtapes too.
Oh, mixtapes.
Remember, Rick Ross's first draft.
Rich Forever. Oh, that is
What
that
should
needs to
have been
go
God
on.
Forgives I
That
Don't.
needs to be on all streaming services.
Yeah.
On the mastered version of Tidal. Fuck it. The first draft of God Forgives I Don't. What the fuck were you thinking, Ross, by releasing that?
It wasn't him. It was Def Jam. They didn't want it.
Well, fuck you, Def Jam.
That wasn't Ross. He turned it in. And Def Jam was like, go back. You can do better.
And
That's crazy.
that's sad.
That shit's
Bruh,
insane,
That's sad.
bro.
That was perfection. That would have been his best album.
Man.
Oh well.
Meek Mill, Dream Chasers 2.
Ooh.
That's good. That is good. That Meek was rapping his ass off on
Yes,
that.
he was.
Our first introduction to Joey Badass, 1999.
1999. I remember that one too. That was one of my top lists too.
For the trap niggas. It was mainly more so for the southern niggas. Jeezy, It's the World. The one that had R.I.P. on it.
Yeah.
And then had a lot of the... That joint with E40 that he got over that mustard beat.
Yep.
Still to this day, I blast that in rotation. And then Soul Take 2.
Yep. So stay true. I remember that one.
Yeah.
Move on to 2013. That was
It brings such nostalgia because we don't talk about fucking mixtapes anymore.
Now we
Niggas had to
talk
go to
about
that piff to get that shit.
that
then you had
fifth
to-
would crash.
Yeah,
that
that
fifth
shit would crash.
Oh.
Then you have to load it into your fucking iTunes, and you have to go to the lyrics section and delete
Tag.
that fucking datpiff.com shit, so it wouldn't show up on the iPod. And then you knew it was the real shit in the midst of it. datpiff.com, the mixtape authorities.
To this day.
Fam, these little niggas
this
just don't
day.
know, man.
Really don't.
They really
To
don't.
this
They
day.
really don't.
Well-
You know what the crazy thing is, though, since we're talking about mixtapes, man, like the idea of a mixtape has changed nowadays. You know what I mean? So it's
Mixtapes are dead.
It's not even nearly what it used to be.
Mixtapes are dead. They're dead. There's no
Everything's
there's no
it's a project
It's
now.
a project
Yeah,
now.
seriously.
They might be Grammys for this shit now. It
Yeah.
is what it is. Anyway, 2013. That was the heavyweight year where every major artist you can think of dropped. Everybody dropped but not Nicki Minaj, but everybody dropped that year. I would never forget that. So for my top 5 in no particular order, it was Yeezus. It was My Name Is My Name. It was Magna Carta Holy Grail, Marshall Mathers LP 2, and Journals with Justin Bieber. And honorable mention goes to 2020 Part 1 with Timberlake.
Part
See,
one.
I got this.
Part 1.
Part 2 came out that year too, didn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay, just checking.
I just got this. It's like one of those projects where it's just like,
We're not gonna get in this debate about Yeezus, but
I know what it was supposed to be, but you fucked it up by just
Fucking up
one track in the sequence and you purposely did it.
Yeah.
So fuck you, nigga. So in that spot, I put My Name Is My Name, Pusha T.
Oh, yep.
Of course, Bieber's Journals, which at that point,
That's when he became light skinned Bieber.
when that nigga came back,
He had
eating 3 different kinds of pussy at the lunch
who
break
was,
time.
who was
I'm here.
featured? It was Lil Wayne. There was Big Sean,
Chance.
and that nigga.
Yeah, it was. I don't listen to that, but
Yeah.
I was never high on that track anyway, so it don't matter to me. I will give Drake Nothing Was the Same. For me, that was a lot better than Take Care.
See, that's what I'm saying. I hell remember that. See, it's like, oh yeah, that dropped too. And I
But
thought
to me, that was a step up from Take Care.
all right, well,
He shortened that damn track list. He got straight to the point. And Tuscan Leather is still one of the dopest intro tracks I've ever heard.
yeah,
That nigga went over 3 different beats.
I remember.
Of course, the Beyonce album.
Oh
Timberlake.
man, I'll never forget that when Beyonce dropped that shit. That was crazy. That was wild.
Magna Carta was cool, and then I started listening to it more. I was like, this sounds like fucking ad placement.
Magna Carta still is
sounds
great
like I'm
album.
watching fucking YouTube.
I still like Magna Carta.
Every time a track goes, there's a new fucking commercial. Like, it's only what Magna Carta
It was like a Super Bowl commercial. One long ass Super Bowl commercial. Hey, I still like the damn album. I like Super Bowl commercials.
I mean, it has its moments, but I mean, you know.
Anyway, let's move on.
So then we get to the tapes.
Well, mixtapes. What dropped that year?
Crenshaw, Nipsey Hussle.
I remember that.
Yeah. YG, Just Read Up 2. That's when he started stepping. That's why a lot of people who were surprised by My Crazy Life, they wouldn't have been surprised if they were up on that mixtape the year before.
True.
Pusha T had a double on the album, and then he had Wrath of Cain on the mixtape.
Wrath of Cain, yep.
Yeah. And then, of course, my favorite in the series, the Soul Tape 3. That's my favorite out of that series.
Soul Tape is literally every year though, bro. Like
not every year, but man, this is bringing back memories.
But when it drops,
this is memories,
that's
man.
just fire.
And let's move on. 2014. That's when it was a drought. That was a drought year, but the only two albums I can really think of that dropped that year was My Crazy Life. 2014 Forest Hill Drive, and this one that y'all need to know is still criminal that this nigga has not gotten a Grammy, but Jameson's self-titled. For Good Kid, Mad City, probably.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he's got it.
But no, for his own merit. It was Jameson's...
Hey, man, a Grammy's a Grammy, bro.
Whatever. Anyway, Jameson's self-titled Blue album. Me and JC... You never heard it?
Self-titled Blue
Because it's called Jameson.
The album's called Jameson, but the cover is... It's a blue cover, so they call it the Blue Album.
So, that album was fucking... Because he used to have like a weekend-ish sound when he first came out, and after that he switched it up and he became like a neo soul R&B dude, and not enough people talked about that damn album. That was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know what else because it was such a dry
that's
year.
when Cadillactica dropped, which I was really fucking high on.
Yep.
That's when Rick Ross dropped those two albums, but I was more high on Mastermind.
Mastermind dropped that year too. That's one of all my shit too. Yep.
Yeah. And then as far as the mixtapes go, I don't know if you listened to Sci-Hi and the Black History Month project.
Vaguely.
That shit was great. That motherfucker was dope. This is when Future started his run with Monster.
Yeah.
Travis Scott started his name coming up with Days Before Rodeo. Motherfucker started to take off there. And then Ty Dolla $ign with Sign Language. Like, that was perfect for me. That set up Free TC so fucking well.
I remember Sign Language, yep. And let's move on 2015 to Pimp a Butterfly.
As far as I'm concerned, 2015 is the best year altogether. The whole collective of music that dropped 2015.
But this is just To Pimp a Butterfly, the end. I mean, there was other albums.
Don't do that.
There was other albums.
Don't be disrespectful, man.
I know, but To Pimp a Butterfly.
It was the best year collection-wise. Like, bro, we're talking about... So that it's also the year of fucking acronyms.
Yeah,
we only know TPAB.
But we know
DS2.
DS2 dropped, yep.
Internet, ED, Ego Death.
And that's 20, was it 25 for Adele? That's when the dropped 25.
Ty Dolla $ign, of course, Free TC, Wale, the album About Nothing. Some honorable... So at this point, this is when...
Yeah, that's when I went to WrestleMania. Yeah, 2015. That was a great year. Yeah, it was.
Wait, if you bring this as too late, was that 2014 or
2015? 2014. No, 2014 is when Drake did all those features.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, he did all them features and remixes.
Yeah. So that honorable mention, that drop, the first Shrem Life was fucking incredible.
Yes, it was.
Damn near classic at this
point. I had to
point.
be on a road trip with you to appreciate that damn album.
Dark Sky Paradise.
Dark Sky Paradise was very
Beauty
good.
Behind the Madness.
Yes.
Like 2015, we were spoiled. 2015.
Very music-wise, we were very, very spoiled. Very spoiled. 2016, my shit, if I can just, from what I remember, it was The Life of Pablo for Kanye. Lemonade, that was 2. Then it was Coloring Book with Chance. Oh, this is like at the top of my fucking brain. That's the only ones I remember. Enlighten my memory, nigga.
Childish Gambino, Awaken My Love.
When did Because the Internet drop?
2013.
Yeah, I forgot him too. 2013. Yeah, Awaken My Love. Yes.
Riri started the year off with Anti.
That's when Anti dropped.
Anderson .Paak was really bubbling under the radar with Malibu.
Yep.
That was the year and then 2015 was the year when Chance got with the Danny Trumpet. So it wasn't a Chance album, it was that album Surf. That motherfucker is still perfect from fucking top to bottom. I'm telling you, 2015. As far as that goes, with 2016, honorable mention Blank Face LP.
Yes.
Birds in the Trap, Sing by Night.
Yes.
A Seat at the Table.
Yes.
And of course, Still Brazy.
Yeah, I forget it, but that was a great year too.
Yeah.
2017.
And of course, 2017, 2018.
You already know.
Yeah.
If
you don't and you knew, we have the Illies. We have the Illies Part 1, and then the Illies Year 2. Those are complete episodes.
You can listen to that shit. But it was damn. 2017 and push it. The end. Yeah, great years, and it's slow for now. And all the music that's coming out right now, it's building up. It's building, but
it's building up.
But dude, it came
slow.
out. It came out swinging last year. It literally came because when Drake
everybody lost their fucking minds last year.
Yeah, but so this is how we can drop music now. All right, everybody. What was it? Stay calm. Is it Stay Calm?
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm.
That's pretty much what happened.
Yeah, Migos was the first. The first drop. I know Drake dropped the 2-track EP, but Migos was the first to set it off with Culture 3.
Culture. Yeah.
Speaking of that, they said they're not dropping Culture 3 this year.
Good.
Yeah, no, I heard about that.
And it better be 10. And Culture 3 better be like at least. How many tracks with Culture 1, 10, or 12 tracks?
14.
It better be 14 tracks.
Between 14 and 16.
Nah, keep it 14.
I get what you're saying, but
because Culture 2 was
cool.
so disappointing for me. That was very disappointing.
Yeah, that was like 20 something though.
Yeah,
like
24 tracks.
Yeah, I'll never forget that story. I never forget that story. Yeah. You got it on shuffle, and you're like, "This is dope," and you played it in sequence, and you're like, "Fuck."
Saw a whole bunch of niggas down bad mouthing the album. Remember, I pressed first 5 tracks. What the fuck niggas talking about? This shit is great. Realized that bitch was on shuffle. Damn. First 5 tracks in order. I was like, oh.
You still want to do the $1 debate, or you want to skip it?
Let's skip it for now.
Yeah, fuck it. Anyway, music did drop, and ScHoolboy Q came out with Vengeance with Numb Juice.
fucking horrible.
Numb
Juice.
Nums.
I don't know, man, but when I read Numb, I'm thinking of fucking Ninja Turtles Part 2, the movie.
The pizza?
Yeah. Ooh, Numb.
I fucking think of McLovin. Ooh, those chinger fingers. I'm about to run a train on those chinger fingers. Num.
I don't know if that was like lean juice or something, but nums.
It's lean, bruh.
Yeah. Whatever, but
seriously.
That was how long was like 2 minutes long?
Not even 2 minutes.
Not even that. It cut off and had a long ass gap at the end of it, like a 10-second gap.
Well, shit. That's all I needed.
Well, to me, this is a trailer.
To me,
I'm buying.
Hey, all I'm saying, it wasn't like, well, you think that was bad. Wait till you hear Beach is Better, which was 40 seconds. I bet you wanted to punch a wall.
I don't care. When was that?
That was 2013. You remember Beach is Better with
Like I said, hold on, wait. When was that?
2013.
What year are we in?
I'm just saying.
I could care less.
Alright. Just saying. I didn't mind this. I loved it. I loved that track.
I took it for what it was.
Yeah, exactly.
Because last time he did this, it was when he dropped Pretty Tony. And then on the album version, there was a third verse that was Jadakiss. And then that bitch crossed over into some whole other shit.
Yeah.
That blew my fucking mind.
So you gotta trust ScHoolboy Q. You know what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. I know he knows what he's doing.
Why should it be like a Kendrick verse or some shit?
But personally, when I heard it, it sounded just like Gummo.
Put the sticky out. Put the sticky out.
It has like it sounded just like that shit. It's like, I get it. He's saying
when you told me that, I can hear 6ix9ine on it. That's the thing. He could have been a good feature on it, but he's in jail because he fucked his life up. But I'm
just saying, the overall, that when I heard it, that's what I thought, and I was just like, this ain't ScHoolboy. Copying, like not copying, but like doing shit like other people. Like
I just know when he performs that shit live, it's gonna be live.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. Yeah, just like when 6ix9ine was performing.
But ScHoolboy's been doing it before 6ix9ine though.
If anything though, in ScHoolboy's defense, Q's been doing that sound a lot more longer than 6ix9ine. It was just that Q has a lot of instrumentation.
Yeah.
So people forget that he has those kind of productions on his album. So 6ix9ine's the most recent one, so everybody associates that sound with him, but that sound precedes 6ix9ine.
No, the sound does, but the way the song is constructed. Like if you listen to Gummo, and then play this one right after, you will hear the similarities.
Put
bro.
the sticky out.
For sure.
Yeah, because it even starts with a fucking.
It starts a cappella.
It starts a cappella and then it restarts again.
Yep.
Anyway, Iggy's had to drop some shit. How was that, JC? Because I didn't listen. I just saw the ass and I had it on mute.
Well, that shit sounded like. Well, she ain't backed by nobody. We'll get to that after too. Hang on. Let me hear it.
Hard.
I can see where you're coming from with that.
Yeah.
I didn't think of it that though.
Yeah. No, I know.
I started. I was like,
Fire.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's just like I said, when I heard that it was like so similar in the way it was constructed, I was just like, this isn't what I was expecting from Schoolboy Q.
Well, here's Iggy. Sound familiar?
Nope. Oh, wow. I heard that piano. Yeah, that sounds like fucking money.
Yeah.
Money.
It's close.
I mean,
Close.
It's very close.
Very close. Bro, look.
I'm just talking about the overall pattern.
Yeah.
The overall pattern, it's very close.
Well,
The sound of it, definitely spot on.
Yeah. I heard that and I was like, all right. And then they're like, the video dropped for her. And I was like, oh, let me go check the video.
on mute.
No. I actually wanted to hear it. Everything was fine until they zoomed in. She's at the funeral for a dead black woman. And I'm like, okay, well then. Enough of that.
Enough of that.
Next.
Anyway, TDE dropped too. Finally, Zacari dropped his, I guess,
His EP.
debut EP album.
Finally.
Ain't album, not even that.
I mean EP.
That's an EP.
That's
yeah,
definitely
yeah. That's what an EP is, people.
For
Because
sure.
TDE knows how they're old school. So
It's I mean, he's in artist development. Mm-hmm. You can tell, but you can definitely tell there's something there.
For sure.
So yeah, this
One Ride, I can't even say it.
Lone Wolf is great.
Yeah.
Lone Wolf
Yeah,
is
no,
great
that's one of
fucking
my
song.
favorite tracks off there.
Midas Touch is cool.
10 out of 10 is great
dope.
too.
10 out of 10 is great.
Yeah.
Young and Invincible is kind of decent.
It's like this, man. Pretty much, it's a good collection of songs. It's,
So now
it's
it's
not
a-
sequenced, and it's just an introduction.
It's- yeah.
Here's what 7 tracks. What
Yeah,
was on
7
there?
tracks.
Yeah, here's 7 tracks. Do what you will.
So basically, Top Dog basically did this. You've heard him on Love. You heard him float throughout Black Panther soundtrack. So now here's a collection of songs from here. We're still working with him, but here you go. You know,
Yeah,
be
yeah,
prepared. Like I took it for what it was.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So that's the first project to drop from TDE. Schoolboy Q is next. Kendrick maybe. Stay tuned.
Another one, Dizzy Wright dropped. This is actually the first time I heard Dizzy since the breakup with what was fucking Hobson's label.
Oh fuck, I know it.
Somebody. You know Dizzy's with fucking Jacquees? Like relationship wise?
Who?
She's with
No,
Jacquees.
I'm talking about Dizzy Wright.
Dizzy, right? Oh, I'm thinking of the other chick. The other one. Never mind.
No, you're thinking of
Who the fuck are you talking about?
Dizzy, the female rapper.
no, I'm talking about Dizzy Wright.
Okay, well, my fault.
So I was like, wait a minute. I was like,
Dizzy, right? Hold up.
they both came out? Like, what? Huh? No, the fuck was the Funk Volume?
Ah, there you go.
When it was them two, and then I don't want to say Bellinger, but who was the other cat?
I think Demrick was on that label too. And DJ Hoppa.
Jaron Benton. Jaron Benton's dope.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is the first time I've heard a project from him since that, everything kind of tanked. It's pretty decent. He's got Mozzie on there opening up the first track.
Oh shit.
I don't know, you remember Euros from Young Money?
Nah.
When they did that second Young Money compilation?
Nah.
He was trying to push that kid Euros.
Yeah, nah.
Euros and Tech 9 had a song together. The only person missing is Hobson, because Jaron Benton's back on here.
Oh shit.
Eric Bellinger gave a dope hook for what could be a single.
How many singles is it? How many records?
15, less than an hour.
Okay,
Burner and Currency are on the final track.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a nice project. I was glad to see it. I'm glad he's still doing
Burner
music.
found himself in the studio.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which,
Burner about to drop another album.
he might. Well, he has one coming out called El Chivo.
Yeah, I saw
The Goat,
that.
whatever, right?
Yeah.
So there's
I
that
thought he was
one.
gonna be done.
And
Oh,
then
no,
he's
it's-
also he wants to work with Currency on an album. So
That's perfect. Hey, that
that
fucking
would work.
works.
That
They
would-
both
that's
have
not
that.
Far off. I mean,
I mean,
he
they
signed
had
to Currency's best friend.
And they rap about the same concept of shit. They rap on the same type of beats.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, so.
I mean, Burner's Taylor Gang.
Yeah.
And cookies.
And
Well, no, I was saying that because, Taylor Gang, Jet Life.
Yeah. Beat weed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's music. Another
Did you
slow
have a project that you...
Oh! Yeah, my homegirl, shout out to Gabby, she put me on to this person, and she's like, you ever listen to Travis Thompson? And I was like, who the fuck is Travis Thompson? But she's really good. She puts me on to hella music. She has hella playlists, and if she shares it with you, she fucks with you, but she fucks with me, doesn't fuck with you. But she put me on to this dude named Travis Thompson. I don't know who he was, but I just pressed play because I trusted it. I pressed eyelids, and I was like, this shit is smooth. And he dropped an EP. I don't know when he dropped it, but he dropped it this year, and it's called Runaways. And I did some research on him, and apparently he is Macklemore's protege. And he lives in Washington, and if you ever look at him, he's just like a geeky ass. He looks like a geeky white boy. But this boy can spit. Like, the whole project is an EP, 6 songs. You could fly through 19 minutes, but you'll fly through it just like that. And it's really fucking good. I really fuck with it. Like, Eyelids, Father Forgive Me, everything from track 1 to 6. He did his thing on it.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a couple tracks I like. They're on the playlist now.
Yep.
Everybody go ahead and cop that. Let's see what else we got. Was there any other music?
That was it. Just open, bro. And we're back.
Yeah.
Martina had to take a shit. Did you wash your hands? Yeah.
Fuck y'all, man. Shit.
Anyway, sports shit.
Sports. March Madness is now officially underway. Players are now going to be getting paid per diems.
No, I was about to say.
That's
I was literally about to press that Draymond. Like, Draymond? Okay.
Yeah, getting their per diem.
Yeah, per diem. Zion needs to chill talking to these white women, man. They will be your downfall. He's only 18. I keep saying you're a grown ass man, but I remember he's only 18.
But see, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at it like, wow, great story. College player wants some pussy.
That's true, man. That's true.
Wow, shocking, breaking news.
And it's not like he even did anything, too.
Right.
It's like, why the fuck are they putting him on blast for?
Yeah, it's literally.
And there's only and the chicks are doing it too. Just be like, oh, look at him being thirsty. Oh my god.
It's young bitches, man,
And
fucking up their bags.
And he's being hella nice about it. Like, you look beautiful, girl.
Yeah, he ain't doing no sleazeball shit, no nothing. That's just
Seriously.
fucking up their bags.
And he's on FaceTime. That's how
Crazy.
everyone's on FaceTime now, man. I'm old school. I'm back in my day. We talk on the phone.
Shit.
Females love FaceTime for
Don't
whatever
talk to me on
reason.
the phone, bro. Just text me.
Or that too. Or that
Seriously,
too.
though.
Actually, you know what? Nah. Comparison when there's protocol when you're talking with niggas. Don't FaceTime me
Don't
over the
ever
phone
phone.
unless you have there's something you need to show me.
Right.
Or you got my god kids around, you know what I'm saying? Like that's
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Women
don't
love
FaceTime.
Like, if there's an
FaceTime, bro.
actual
I've
legit
noticed.
reason.
Yeah.
I've
FaceTime
noticed
me.
women really do love FaceTiming, and guys just love FaceTiming chicks for whatever reason. And I'm like, y'all niggas don't want to pick up the phone. I don't want to look at. I like looking at you, but if I'm on a date with you, I want to look at you in person, not on the fucking screen.
Lewis always tries to FaceTime me at the worst times, man. I'll be on the fucking 2K. So I have to try to put the goddamn phone in like certain, or I'm busy on the computer, so I gotta try to have the FaceTime on the computer like put over one way and my browser the other way.
Yeah.
Well, me, the only person I FaceTime is Diane. Shout out to Diane, because she lives in like Austin, Texas, and shit like that.
What up, Diane?
Yeah, I can FaceTime her. But everyone
That makes
else,
sense.
everyone else. I mean, if I fuck with you, if you're a female, I guess. Anyway,
Like I said,
Diane,
it has to be a reason. Like Busby and I have FaceTime, but it was when I was working with the Raiders and I was in Mexico and I was trying to show them some
you want to
shit.
flex.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to show you that this is what they had us bathing in.
Oh, yeah,
because we couldn't touch the fucking hotel water. We had to have the bottled water and shit.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. Anyway, like we said, Zion, be careful. But yeah, March Madness is up. Russell Westbrook, fuck them crackers.
Yeah, man. So when we left as we were leaving last week, Busby had pointed out that's when he got into the little altercation with the fam.
Oh, yeah.
And then when we left, it was, I will fuck you up. You and
and
your wife.
your fam. You and your wife.
That shit was crazy.
And pretty much what drove him to say is, old boy said some pretty racist shit to him. So
Get on your knees like you used to.
Oh damn!
I mean,
even if
it ain't racist, like get on your knees like you used to. Like,
nigga, fuck you.
Yeah,
I would have decked you. I would have fucked him up and fucked his wife.
And as a result of that,
that's probably what he meant to say.
Well, no, he said your wife because according to Russ, when Homeboy said it, his wife repeated it.
Yeah, fuck you and your wife.
Yeah.
And so he's dead serious about it too.
Yeah, so they went ahead and they found that fan and they booted him
for life.
Banned for life from that.
For life.
Yeah.
Then in the process of that, catch this, man. You just out minding your business. Like, damn, they got him. I better be incognito. What? I got an email too. They went and found a fan from last year who was heckling and calling Russ boy. They banned his ass too
in Utah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that it happened in Utah doesn't surprise me at all.
What's even funnier? Someone even pointed this out when they interviewed that fan. He was wearing a Utah Jazz hat, and then he was wearing a Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thing. I'm like, as a Utah Jazz fan, you shouldn't ever wear anything Jordan.
Yeah.
Memorable.
I mean, you stay away from Jordan shoes. You stay away from the sweatpants.
You should hate everything. Fiber of your body of Jordan.
But the first cat, he went too far in trying to make us believe that he didn't do no wrong. First, he does some random ass interview.
Yeah, after the game. Yeah.
I didn't say nothing. I was just saying, hey, you need to go take a rest. You know, fam, Russell Westbrook is gonna get upset about you saying he needs a rest and get on his knees. That don't sound right. So then leave it to good old folks at Twitter.
Of course.
They went and found that nigga's handle.
His Twitter.
Oh my god.
I don't know how they found him. Yeah, he a MAGA lover.
Yeah.
He is a Trump lover.
And what he said to Russ in public was pretty much verified when you went and read the shit he was saying about Russ on his account.
Oh, for sure.
He was heavy with the R.
Yeah.
The ER with the R.
Yeah.
So, and
every time I hear, you remember the Steve Harvey show?
You end up in the R.
When Romeo and Bullethead, there was an episode where they were trying to get into a club. Mm-hmm. He dressed older. And so then he has Bullethead and he goes, "You for real that station?" He goes, "Yeah. We're doctors, like in that show, ER."
I know.
Romeo just looked at him, and they both just turned away and just walked away. Every time I hear my mind goes straight to that. Rest in peace, Romeo.
Yeah, I was about to say, he was about to play Tupac, too.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got to give Arbery his props on this one.
Round of a goddamn applause. This
was flex of all flexes. Like, Hov brought a team to Brooklyn and made a whole arena, so that's a flex. This motherfucker in his hometown renamed the training facility, the Raptors training facility, into the OVO Practice Center?
It's the OVO Center.
And it says it, OVO Center. And when you look at the flag, you see the Raptors logo and the OVO logo. You see the Raptor and the owl together. And Drake has his own stall.
That's a flex,
my boy Sticks.
There's nothing to hate on with that.
Shout out to my boy Sticks. He edited the video for that. Shout out to him on that.
Hell yeah.
But wow, he has his own city. I mean, you're the ambassador, so he can show up and be his own personal YMCA.
That nigga just in there just chilling. I mean, my own stall. I want to shoot hoops at 2 a.m.
You feel me?
I'm gonna go to my own why am I gonna go to the 24-hour fitness?
Nuts, bro.
I'm going to my own stall, changing. I got access to Raptors gear now
for free. He can do it for free. He can show up there when he wants to, how he wants to.
I wouldn't know how to act, man.
That's seriously. And then
I'd have two sleeves. I've had armbands. I'd have rubber bands.
What's even crazier is this nigga's building his little Wayne Manor mansion up in the hills of Toronto. So he already has a gym in there. So then he gonna come down and go to 24-hour OVO. Like,
you know he got the scan card too. Scan that bitch.
That's nuts, man.
I gotta give it to Drake. That's some flex. He runs Toronto. That's his city.
That is a fucking. That's a flex. If I ever knew one.
I can't hate on that. Don't let Toronto win a fucking ring. He'll be ultimately flexing. But
I might not be mad at that though. Might want to go catch a flight because it might resemble Carnival.
Hey.
Let's not jump off on board with this here. Let's think about this here real quick.
Yeah, you're making a lot of sense right now.
I mean, you gotta control yourself. No, I'm talking about Martine because you're going to Drake. You know, Drake land. You're going to Drake land.
You see them fat asses, he'll control himself.
Yep. Very easily. Very
Motherfucker
easily.
Be out there partying. Nothing was the same.
Yeah,
it's not funny.
More hoops talk. Yo, we gotta give it Ice Cube again, man.
Round of applause.
The league is now expanding to what we are. Remember how we would say, okay, cool, we got hoops during summertime while the off season? Mm-hmm. Nah, bro, this is not must see. We've talked about Lamar Odom, Gilbert Arenas, those guys joining. This is who else is joining, fam.
Who?
We have Joe Johnson, Al Jefferson, Josh Smith. Remember a guy by the name of Greg Oden that went before Kevin Durant?
Nope, but
He's the number 1 overall pick.
oh wow, good.
Yeah.
You got Eddie Curry.
Oh wow.
Good old Shannon Brown, Monica's husband, former 2-time Lakers champ.
He retired. Now he's okay. Good for him.
Steve Blake. Booby Miles.
Booby.
Yeah.
That Booby.
The one on Love and Hip Hop. The one that played for the Cavs.
I'm thinking of Friday Night Lights Booby, but okay, go on.
Remember Stromae Swift? The nigga that played for the Grizzlies that had the meanest dunks.
Yeah, Grizzlies and the Rockets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that dude.
Kendrick Perkins.
Oh, fuck that guy.
At this point, I'm like, yo, fam, just go get Lil Durk. Go sign Lil Durk,
Bro,
fam.
have you seen that
Yes.
clip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, oh my god.
The only reason why he ain't in the NBA is because he smoked. That's the only
Wait,
reason why
hold
he's
up.
not in the
Steve
NBA.
Jackson was in the NBA. What the fuck?
Yeah, but they knew how to beat the. You know what I'm saying? You gotta remember. Don Nelson. Don Nelson helped them. And we didn't say this, but a few months ago, remember they asked Don Nelson what he was up to. Niggas said smoking weed.
Oh yeah.
Don Nelson with the shits too.
He is with the shits.
There was a story that
real.
Steven Jackson said, like him, Matt Barnes, Al Harrington, and all them. Like Don Nelson knew that they smoked weed, so his whole thing was like, yo, just beat the test, please, just so that you guys can play. He said every time somebody would come in and they raise their fist, beat the test, he said Don Nelson would be up like cheering too, like, yes, you beat it. Okay, do what you want. Just be back in practice tomorrow. Like he knew it was with the shits. Don Nelson's really one of those cats where it was, he knew his players, he could relate to his players, treated his players like men.
That's what's up.
Just don't let it affect my coaching you, and let's keep it going. Fuck with Don Nelson.
That's cool.
One of the rare people that was a part of that. That 2007 Warriors team was really one of the rare times where I was like, they ain't bad. I like them guys.
Yeah.
You guys is cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought there was more to it.
No.
What?
That's as far
I thought
as it
that was
goes.
the biggie. What? Ain't no more to it.
No more to it. I fucked them. And they fucked it up when they traded Jason Richardson right after. And first 50-win team not go to the playoffs.
Yeah, fucking stupid.
Now we get to football.
Oh man, there was more fucking signings
Yeah.
when we got off the air.
It's just been going nuts,
At
bro.
this point, yo, how far can the Browns go now, man?
My God,
Realistically?
they're the most scariest. They're scary right now. I knew they were scary. Now they're scarier. They're also
Because their ceiling is.
It's interesting. It's
I'm not
very
saying they're gonna win it. I'm not even saying they're guaranteed a playoff spot because
But
that's
there's
one thing
somebody
about the NFL.
you need to. If they're a team on paper, you best pay attention. The reason why we say that is because O'Dell Beckham Jr. is no longer a Giant. Where did he go? No. He went to the Browns. Cleveland rocks. Oh man, this is that.
The reason why I bring that up is because their ceiling is now.
Yeah.
Their ceiling is.
Yeah.
They said
that
they were.
offense looks stupid.
They
on
have
paper.
a window. You know, this is pretty much what it's looking like. Remember that year when we got in, what's his name on the Niners? Wide receiver, 81. Not
Bolden.
When we got Bolden, and then I was like, oh my God, this is it. This is the Browns' window. They got a window right now. They got that same window that we got. They
got two number one receivers.
Seriously, though.
You got Odell, and then on the other side is his fucking best friend and his former college teammate, Jarvis Landry.
Then you got Baker Mayfield. You got
Baker Mayfield's throwing. Who's the running back that they had initially before they got Kareem Hunt?
Chubb.
Now they
was
got-
on the come up.
Yeah,
now they got
yeah,
Kareem
yeah.
Hunt, where even though he suspended the first 8 games for the
They
incident,
got Carlos Hyde.
they basically gave him
No, they
8.
got rid of him.
Carlos
they got-
Hyde.
yeah, I
He's
forgot.
gone.
Yeah.
But even though Hunt's gone for the first 8 weeks, he comes back and probably in the midst of them getting a bye, so he's gonna be fresh as fuck.
Yep.
On top of that, their defense was in like the top 12 or something, if I'm not mistaken, from last year.
It was about there. Yeah.
Like,
As I
that's
said,
crazy. Like
they
I said,
have a
like,
window.
But when has Cleveland ever had a shot in the NFL?
Never. This is what I'm saying.
Like,
They
it's just uncharted territory.
They
bro.
gotta. On
just
paper,
wild.
they better make
there's
it count.
expectations. This is a team that you want to watch on Sunday Night Football.
They said
This is a team I want to see on Hard Knocks.
they might
a
as
lot of people
well.
want to see the Raiders, though.
Yeah,
I can see that too.
Yeah.
because of
I can
Antonio
see that.
Brown and
Well,
shit.
you
Yeah,
factor in
Antonio
that this
Brown.
is likely the last year So now they made all this noise, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I would like to see the Browns on too. The only downfall is that they were on a few years ago.
They might as well just do a double.
No,
they might as well just
4-year.
Yeah,
they might as well just do a double on the Browns and the Raiders.
you would think.
I mean, like common sense.
You would think.
That would make sense.
You know, that would be fun to watch.
NFL can't get out of it.
Yeah.
And then fucking make it a
NFL with that
preseason,
shit.
and then do the preseason game with the Browns and the fucking Raiders,
Yeah.
like on the final week, so they
Yeah.
can common sense. But
How that goes. So O'Dell Beckham's out. In comes Golden Tate, who takes over his place, and all that signing did was tell me was that that's an organization that doesn't want any.
They don't want nothing.
They don't want any personality in there.
Nope.
No.
They just want guys that are gonna go in
And just
play ball, and leave.
go home.
Yep.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you want to lose.
Because Golden Tate's a great fucking wide receiver.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's amazing, but you don't hear shit about Golden Tate.
Well, nope.
Oh.
I don't know.
If he's
They
healthy.
did this shit a year too late though.
They sure did.
Saquon Barkley gonna have 80 carries a fucking
Man.
game. 80 carries for 116 yards.
Oh,
It's
man.
gonna be run left, run right,
They're gonna
run
run
middle. That's it.
They're
Like-
gonna do the same shit that what's his name Nolan did when Frank Gore had that breakout year. You remember? In the year later, he just kept everything run heavy with Frank
Oh,
Gore.
yeah.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what's gonna happen with the Giants.
For sure.
They pulled out that Nasty Kelly video, and it was like Saquon Barkley in the second quarter. I'm fighting for my fucking life here.
Oh my god.
Tired as fuck. Okay, we need you back in there.
Serious.
Second
Yeah.
and 30. What? Third and 30. We need you back in
They're
there.
gonna shave 1.5 years off that motherfucker's career. Just next season alone.
That nigga must be working his ass off right
Yeah.
now.
It's gonna be sad to see,
Yeah.
bro.
You never know.
He's a talent, man.
Yeah. But across the bridge, New York still has something to celebrate.
They got Le'Veon Bell with the Jets. I thought they were gonna go to Oakland. I really thought they were going. I thought Oakland was gonna pull that trigger, but the Jets got him. So that's a good. Good look for him.
Like I said, I had an idea, but I said it on the podcast. If I was putting money on it, it was going to be the Jets.
Yeah.
A lot of people were saying that he lost though, betting on himself, because the deal he had in play with the Steelers was what, 4 years, $60 million or something like that.
Yeah.
This deal with the Jets is 4 year, $52 million.
Yeah.
But he's got 32 guaranteed.
I was gonna say it's basically got like double guaranteed
Yeah.
from what the Steelers were gonna give him.
Yeah, so he won, because really that's all that matters in the NFL is
Yeah.
the guaranteed and the signing bonus.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Good for him.
Yeah, he bet on himself, he won. And then he dropped a mixtape, and I turned that shit off after 2 tracks.
Say, hold up.
Yeah. So he purposely waited until midnight, East Coast time, to not only announce who he was signing to,
And drop
but then
the
drop a mixtape and have a mixtape release party at the club, so it could be celebration on celebration. And I'm like, that's not a bad idea, but you got too much dip on your chip because ain't nothing to celebrate with this shit you done released. 2 tracks in, I turned that shit off, man. I wasn't
That
listening to
bad. Okay. Well,
Hey man, but before we go past that,
Dion.
there's a song I wanted to listen to because I was curious what it was about. And
can play it 'cause
you know
he
what I mean?
ain't gonna catch
whatever, man. It's called "Free at Last."
what?
Free at last.
I heard it.
I know. I'm repeating it.
Okay. All right, Martin Luther King.
Nah, but seriously, there's a couple bars that says they don't want you at the table. They're gonna put you through some bullshit if they able. They're gonna work you and underpay you.
Oh.
I told them, fuck it, I'm outie like a navel.
Don't play the whole track.
Bro, I'm telling you, I just wanted to hear what he was gonna say about the Steelers, and this kind of.
See, I played this just thinking he was going to announce what team he was going to.
I said I'm robbing these niggas.
No, turn it off. 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 You just don't want to hear that, Travis.
Congratulations on your guaranteed contract, my nigga.
Yeah, no, definitely that. But like I said, I only listened to this one track just to see if he said anything foul about the Steelers, and that was as far as he got.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Whatever. Well, good for him. Anyway, Kansas City.
It's about y'all.
Oh, yeah. Kansas City traded D4 to the Niners, so that's cool.
Yeah, no, I'm with that shit. That's a good ass move.
Like, it's
He's a great player. You just got to tell that nigga to stay on sides. That's the one that was
that's
offsides.
Exactly.
The
You know
championship
what
game.
though? We're used to
Yeah.
that because have you ever seen Ahmad Brooks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's basically
And
the
then,
same shit.
and then, because I know y'all don't watch the Pro Bowl, to add insult to injury, guess what that nigga did in the Pro Bowl?
He was
next week?
offsides?
He was offsides.
Jesus.
It doesn't surprise me.
Well,
He's a great fucking
But
football player.
he's a really good pass rusher. That's all.
I mean, if he
Adam
wasn't-
DeQuan Alexander. That's
if he
that's a
wasn't
good mix.
offsides, if he wasn't offsides, they would have been in the Super Bowl. Oh,
yeah.
well. Oh, the fuck.
Good way to look at it.
It was the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Are you guys happy with any of your other signings?
I'm like I said, brick by brick. That's how I'm looking at
just
it.
some backup linebackers and shit like that.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy. Oh, and Tevin Campbell.
Can we
Tevin Coleman.
Can we talk?
Tevin Coleman.
for
My
a
fault.
minute? He just wants.
Tevin Coleman from the Falcons.
Yeah.
You got him.
Oh yeah.
that's cool.
We picked him up. He's like a running back,
him up
right?
with McKinney.
Yeah. He worked with our coach.
Share the backfield.
Well, see, that's the thing.
He's a starter.
There's already talks about
A running back controversy?
He's a backup. In
Oh,
my
okay.
opinion, Coleman. But they're actually are in talks right now with the Jets about trading Matt Breida. So if that happens, so be it. I ain't tripping.
Okay.
Raiders got a motherfucker that runs a fucking 4.2 or 4.3. I forgot what his name was, but he was played for the Chargers. I think his last name is Williams.
Is he gonna be a returner?
Oh, Tyrell Williams.
Thank you, Tyrell. They got
Yeah.
Tyrell Williams, and the only reason why he hit free agency is because the Chargers couldn't afford to get him. They had to put all their money elsewhere.
Oh wow.
Otherwise, they're trying to
He's
keep him.
Dope.
So
Yeah,
what,
like,
he's on the
seriously.
Raiders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's
Raiders.
playing opposite Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Off top.
Okay.
Which means Seth can go back to playing the slot like he's used to.
Yep.
So it's good. Well, okay, Raiders looking. What man? Now people are saying.
I see the vision now.
Everyone's saying that Gruden getting rid of Mac was the best thing they've
I
done
see
now.
the vision. Because that was another thing, too, which was funny. I saw a lot of people saying, oh, you didn't have all that money to pay Mac, but now you got all that money to pay all the players. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Think about what you're saying. Yes, they didn't get Mac, and even then, it's still unforgivable and when you break it down.
Yeah.
They didn't get Mac, but they used that money to get like 5 players.
5
Yeah,
and all of them are pretty
playmakers.
fucking good.
Playmakers at that,
Like-
if they're healthy.
Again, fans are idiots.
They think with their
They
emotions.
don't think what they're saying.
They think with their
Yeah,
emotions.
like,
It's all emotion, bro.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta just let that go. Just don't do it.
It's like fucking Lakers fans. You know, there's still Lakers fans watching the games and getting pissed off at the results.
Not me.
These niggas was pissed yesterday when LeBron got blocked. I looked at that
When
shit.
I seen that shit, I was laughing. I ain't gonna lie.
I laughed. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, that nigga's athleticism gone, and we still got 2
and
years
that
with
white
that nigga.
and that white boy pointing and laughing at him like when he's taking
he
his
was a
hand
Euro.
off.
He was a Euro
yeah.
boy.
He was
He's foreign.
he was like, what the? I was like, damn, that's gonna live in infamy. That picture's gonna live forever. No, it's just a regular season game on there. I was like, you don't see the bigger picture in this. That never happened to Kobe. That never happened to
did.
Jordan. I'm just saying, no.
3-6 Mafia was so hurt that they started finding all the footage to go get it. And I was like, who cares, man? Niggas get blocked every day, B.
Never happened to Jordan.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah, probably, but they were so
Especially
mad. They
using my
literally.
It's the NBA. Shit happens to everybody.
No matter if
Exactly.
you're a playmaker or not, but they really went and looked for it. That's hilarious.
Yeah. LeBron got blocked, and I was just like, sorry, they'll make up for it when we get Zion, man. It's cool.
For real.
They're really, man.
You know,
if he
that's
gets
the funny
Zion,
thing.
if y'all get Zion, I will.
We
laugh.
lost to the Knicks, dog. I bet you their fans are going crazy right now.
No, I think Kaz. I think Kaz is looking at the bigger picture because we're not taking. Because he's shout out to Kaz again, man. He's been so like
Even if we don't get Zion, it would just be funny to me if we still got a higher pick than them.
Oh yeah.
because they'll be scared.
Nick's Twitter. We've seen Nick's Twitter in the lottery, in the lottery result the night where they picked the balls.
Yeah.
We've seen Nick's Twitter. I just want another year of that.
I want to leave. But whenever they win, they get really good and get, that year when they get good, Nick's tour is going to be unbearable. I'm just letting you know right now.
Oh, that's for sure.
But it ain't gonna
if
happen.
that ever happens.
But it won't.
They got a while to get there.
They got a while. Good while. Zion ain't going to help y'all.
Yeah.
It'll be some shit. It will be fucking hilarious if Zion goes to the Lakers.
You have no idea.
Oh, that will be something
I would come back on this podcast and I would say, whatever LeBron did, that nigga innocent. He innocent.
It's the FBI file
Yeah.
right here. 300-page document, nigga.
It's like John Gruden. I failed to see the vision. But when I see the vision and what is produced,
Be a whole documentary on it. Just
cold case.
Like, I see everything. I see the vision now.
Yeah.
I'll be some. Then get Zion and then get Kyrie back, and I'm just like, oh, so y'all the Monstars now? Okay,
Bro.
that'll be some shit. That'll be the Monstars versus the Monstars.
I'd be happy as fuck though too. I mean,
Hey,
get
fuck it. Bring
two players
KD.
from Duke. I'm with that.
Then fuck it. then fuck it. For if you want absolute madness, bring in KD there too.
You don't have enough money.
Nah.
I'll just
Don't got
think
enough
of
money.
it as
I
madness.
know, but just come on.
Madness. You want madness?
Talking to a realist. I want
I'm
madness,
with
but unfortunately, there's a salary cap to our
no
madness.
such thing. There's no such thing as salary cap with madness.
There's a salary
Give me
cap.
what I want.
Well, go play 2K, nigga.
Oh shit.
Back to the NFL.
Anyway, back there.
Kansas City, man, they might have a situation on their hands. I don't think it's much of anything as of now. It sounds a lot.
Man, I thought the same shit about.
Sounds a lot like Adrian Peterson. Mm-hmm. But the fact that he's back in the news, it's kind of Tyreek Hill. He's being investigated in regards to his fiance's 3-year-old son.
What do you do?
I got to look into it more because yesterday I saw one report say the kid had a broken arm. Then, like 10 minutes later, I saw another report where they were talking about how the fiance, Tyreek, and the son were FaceTiming each other. He had no injuries.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out, like, was it just instances maybe the kid was just roughhousing while Tyreek was supposed to be watching him, and he just, boy shit that we do when we're younger, get into shit, and it just, happened to be there.
Yeah.
So until more comes out, I'm kind of just thinking it's either that or he corporal punishment, whooped his ass and kind of left a mark or, whatever. Mm-hmm. But I can't.
If it's that again,
stay the fuck out your man. You gotta stay out of parenting business, man.
Seriously.
That's just what I'm gonna say that. But I hope the best for everybody, especially when you're dealing with a toddler.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with a child at that. But when you're dealing with a toddler, you definitely want to hope that that's what's going on and nothing deeper than that. Latavius Murray is now going to New Orleans, which means Mark Ingram, as a result, got pushed out. I really don't understand that move, but of course I know Latavius, so that's a good move for him to join up with it's Robinson in the backfield, right?
Nah, it's Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara, thank you.
Yeah, and I was just gonna say, I think that makes a lot of sense because you got Kamara, who's a speed back, and then Latavius Murray,
the power
back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a good 1-2 punch.
It makes sense. It was just Mark Ingram they had clear-cut chemistry, and Mark Ingram was the power back too.
Yeah,
so it didn't make sense to not retain him, but
if you know how it is though, if you can get that money, you're gonna go chase that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So as a result, Mark Ingram went to the Ravens, and the Ravens went and swooped up safety Earl Thomas. That's the one team that gave him that guaranteed money. $32 fucking million guaranteed.
Different.
Crazy.
That's wild.
Crazy. See?
All because Landon Collins fucked up the game when it came to the safety market. As soon as they gave that motherfucker $80 million, it was a wrap. But shouts out to him.
Yeah.
And there's a beef that has finally ceased to exist. It happened in an unlikely place.
The grocery store.
I remember Aqib Talib and Michael Crabtree.
Yeah, they were beefing over a chain. Yeah.
So did he give him back his chain?
Yeah.
Nah, he kept the chain. You ain't never see the footage?
Hey, he linked it off.
Crabtree kept it. Talib threw it after he was done flaunting with him and shit. So he threw it. And then the second time when they got into the fight, Crabtree ducked that shit down. They was tussling.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Either way, these niggas, they're both from Texas. They ended up seeing each other at family gatherings at a go-kart. A go-kart business.
Oh, it was a go-kart. I thought it was
They were all with their families.
Oh, of
so
course.
the report was that all the families were like, "Oh shit!" Like, keep them there.
Everybody's tripping and shit.
But I guess one hollered at the other, and they was like, "Yo, let's go outside."
They leave it all on the field anyway.
They went outside. They talked. They said they talked for like a good 5-10 minutes, and they squashed the shit. Went back inside, handled like men.
At the same
round of applause.
Yeah, man.
That's cool.
That was good. They leave everything out on the football field.
Not even being sarcastic and shit like that.
That's good.
Cool.
Yeah,
it's good for him.
I mean, you never want to see anything like that spoil over into
reality.
Public terrain.
That's when
get
see,
hurt.
everything.
Yeah.
You leave everything on the field, literally, and then when you go, we family man stream today. Anyway, some sad shit. Let's get this shit out the way.
Yeah,
man, in New Zealand, racist motherfuckers, man. This dude ran up in a mosque. Was it a mosque? Two mosques and shot up over
48 or 49 people.
49 people.
I saw even as young as 3 years old were victims.
Oh yeah, but pretty much the 50th person died, so there was 50 people that died.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
This motherfucker put a fucking camera on
and he put it on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
It's funny because someone sent me the video too, and I literally deleted it. I was like, I don't want to see that shit. The fuck?
I told people straight up, I was like, yo, you post that around me, don't be surprised if you don't see me on your friends list anymore. Don't show me that shit. I
told my boy, I was like, dude, don't send me that shit. I don't want to see that. That's just crazy though. He literally put it on his head, and it was like a fucking first person shooter. Like, dude, really?
That's crazy.
And then they arrested the guy, and also
two others, right?
Huh?
They arrested 3 people altogether.
It was 3 people. The main dude that did it, he had a manifesto, and he thanked whole ass nigga and Candace Owens. I was like, well, that's what side you on, yay. And not only that, fucking, what else happened? And
The article.
What article?
How this angelic boy turned into a monstrous killer, and I was like,
they didn't even hide it. They just didn't hide it. They did not care to white people.
Angelic boy, like he killed an angelic boy.
But not only that, they blurred out his face because he was smiling, and I guess the New Zealand people were like, "Oh no, you ain't gonna be a martyr for these fucking racist motherfuckers." They blurred out his face, and even in the courtroom, he was smiling in court. And they still blurred out his face. They don't want his face being nowhere.
And it took them less than 24 hours to be like, they changed their gun law right then and there.
Just like that.
Literally.
Just changed their
24
gun
hours.
laws. Changed it.
Get it together, United States.
Gun laws just changed.
Fuck, man.
Just like that. I mean...
That's just wild.
That's not wild. That's just the world. And we are the Florida of the world.
It is wild, man. It really is.
I mean, to me, nothing surprises me now. I'm just numb to it now. So, thoughts and prayers. Literally,
that's
what the U.S. gives.
Its citizens. That's insane.
That's what the U.S. always gives is thoughts and prayers. And we're sending more thoughts and prayers to somebody else.
I'm sending love over.
How about that?
Gotta send love.
Send love.
Yeah. So love and
love and peace.
And peace, definitely.
Yeah.
So while that was going on over at the mosques, and a whole other situation, I'm not familiar with Jess Hilarious.
I've heard of her. I don't really care about her.
Apparently she's a comedian, and she's also on
social media.
Yeah, she's also on the Rel show. So Lil Rel. Apparently she's on that show too. Well, okay. Which I gotta get to watching because I fuck her, but I fuck with Lil Rel.
I was watching Uncle Drew today. It was good, yeah.
Took it for what it was, right?
Yeah, it was like Space Jam in a way. So
thank you.
Right.
All you had to fucking do, like, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about in general. Motherfuckers like, oh, this ain't a good. Nigga, fuck you. You a stupid ass for going in this fucking movie thinking it's gonna win awards. Fuck out of here. Got fucking Shaq in a fucking karate outfit.
Come on,
you expect an Academy Award.
You got Lisa Leslie looking like your grandma. I mean, come on, bro. What do you expect?
Come on, man.
Reggie Miller.
Yeah.
Dude, like, fucking Kyrie Irving is just an old dude. Like, come on. What did you think? Anyway. Yeah. God damn.
And also, that's for Just Hilarious because while she was waiting on an airplane, she threw this big ass fit about 4 Sikh. I don't know if all of them were men. There was 4 people. They were Sikh. Had the raps. She went fucking ballistic and was like, I'm not riding on a plane with these Muslims. And like, she gets off. And then she's talking all this. I don't know if she's on Snapchat or Instagram or whatever, but she's on social media. And she's talking about, I'm not going to ride with it. Who cares? And then like minutes later, she's back on the flight. See, it wasn't just me. They kicked them off. So it was clearly about, and I'm like,
why would you do that? Why? What did you think was going to happen?
It never ceases to amaze me how black people will cry foul for how they're treated in one instance, and then go do the exact same fucking thing to somebody else. Like, it never fucking ceases. I don't even know if I'm amazed anymore. Like, I don't even think not that it doesn't bother me. I'm just not surprised.
Is this powerful
like
niggatry?
numb to it and shit.
Is that powerful niggatry?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What happened to your shaft? There's powerful niggatry at work.
That's not well, I shouldn't say that's not because that's pretty bad. Something else that made it pretty bad, possibly even worse.
Her response?
Was her response to the backlash she was getting.
I got Muslim family too.
Sounds a lot like I got black friends
too.
Shit.
And she said, I don't know that there's different types of Muslim. Sheik is not Muslim.
What the fuck?
Hey, you on your own with that, baby girl. I'm not defending you. I don't care. Whatever.
Bro, that is pure ignorance, man.
Anyway,
like if you for those who don't know, because I'm not up on as much as to possibly know about it. I do know Sheik on the levels of extremist to very peaceful. Sheik is very close to peaceful and giving love to everybody. They are far from the extremist list.
Yeah, so she might.
But what do I know?
So she might be getting canceled, or she might have to do a nice ass apology letter. Yeah. End of the day, you black, so they might get you the fuck up out of here. Anyway, you ain't James Gunn. They don't love you like that. Shit. Anyway, let's wrap this up a bit. J. Cole was on the cover of GQ.
That nigga's tired of them no features and still went platinum. He's tired of
He's tired of that line. So get a feature. Give it Kendrick.
That nigga's he's getting treated like Chadwick.
Oh yeah,
Nigga tired of putting up that.
Stop putting up that black Wakanda shit.
That nigga definitely said. He said he's at a point where he ready to put a feature on.
When he eventually comes back within, the Avengers movie, and he's like, oh shit, I'm doing this again.
Yeah. They're gonna come right back from dust with the same form and pose.
Yep.
Wow.
Shit.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah, J. Cole tried to that. I didn't read. I'm gonna read the article later. Philly, they're looking at Meek. He was just in jail just last year. Now he is chilling, and his city is appreciating him. So, a round of applause.
Definitely.
Yeah.
March 14th is now Meek Mill Day. And then the following weekend, which was the 15th to the 17th, was Meek Mill weekend.
Pretty much, he has a whole holiday dedicated to him. So good for him.
It ain't a holiday unless they let that nigga ride his bike. As far as I'm concerned.
Bruh.
In
Real
New York.
shit.
Also,
That nigga ride his bike, man.
and then I guess Amazon has a docuseries coming out. I'm kind of mad 'cause I don't got Amazon. I'm not going to get Amazon, especially for this, but whatever.
Get Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime.
That shit's worth it, man.
It's definitely worth
Man,
it.
a lot of shit is worth it, but this...
No,
you-
because like,
you
check
don't
this out.
understand
Amazon Prime,
how it's-
right? You get
It's worth it.
2-day delivery free. Mm-hmm. You get fucking what do you call it? Amazon Video shit.
Yeah.
Amazon Music shit. And then there's some other shit. I really don't even know what else. Like,
Well, in the words of you, that's cool.
Yeah.
But
I'm telling you,
Trash.
you'll utilize it in more ways.
I believe it, but
Yeah.
I got too much shit I'm streaming at the moment. But anyway, they have a docuseries dedicated to Meek Mill, and it's called simply Free Meek. And they're going to probably pretty much talk about the whole movement of how they got his black ass out of jail.
Yeah.
So, that's good.
Shouts out to him.
Anyway, when it comes
Shouts out to this nigga.
well, seriously.
This is when niggas say I'm God's gift and women don't take him seriously, like whatever, get the fuck away from me. Mm-hmm. If only this woman knew.
the power of the dick.
No.
Nah.
This is the power of the tongue.
Oh, yeah.
Tongue man.
Oh, gave him the money. Yes.
Yeah, there was a man who gave a woman such good head that she literally convulsed and had a seizure.
Yeah. And
All I could do is think of after reading that.
Crazy.
I was like, respects, power to that man, and God bless that man's DMs.
Yes. That everyone was like, all the females were like, can I get his DMs? I want to I want to know.
Trying to see something.
I want to see something real quick. Shout out to that man. I bet he's walking around like, shit, God's plan.
I mean, there's levels, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's levels. There's breaking furniture. There's
Breaking the bed.
making her call timeout.
Playing, just tapping out.
Yeah, whatever. And then there's this.
Giving her a...
Man.
I would be like...
If she dies, she dies.
If she dies,
Wow.
she dies. Throw the flag, just like with the woman with the... Rocky with the towel.
Yeah.
Ooh, throw the damn towel.
Apparently she woke up and she was like, again.
Give me what I want. That's random.
Going back to Lil Jon, as we touched on earlier. Lil Jon is apparently bracing his way for summertime, saying he's got bangers with the likes of Chris Brown. I forgot who the others, because in the midst of all this, I know they're big names. That's what I do know. But it got to one name in specific. I was like, hold up.
Yeah.
Nigga, you been sitting on this for all this time and you ain't done shit. When I saw Mac Dre.
That was the one line.
For real.
Fam, what?
How the hell did you get a Mac Dre verse?
I know how he got it.
Well, obviously.
I'm just trying to figure out if he was holding it for this long. Like, fam, come on, man. What you doing?
Probably waiting for shit to clear.
Over 15 years.
That is wild. That's wild. And it better
That's
be.
about 14 years.
That'll be some shit if Lil Jon has a hit record with Mac Dre.
Mac Dre died at the end of 2014.
No, 2000.
2005.
Or 2004, I'm sorry. 2004.
Yeah.
So that's
15
13,
years.
Yeah, 13,
Can you
14
imagine
years.
if Lil Jon gives Mac Dre a hit record? That'll be, and it's a slapper, and you hear it in the clubs, and that man.
That's why I got faith in him, because look at his track record.
Turned out
pay
for what?
niggas on his resume.
Turned out
For sure.
for what? Fucking out of your mind, Lil Jon.
No. We're talking about like just the Bay.
Oh, just
rapper.
Bay rapper.
Too short. He brought Too Short back.
Short,
He brought Too Short back.
He
Tell me when
he
to go.
kind of, in a way,
Brought back
his
E40.
merger with E40.
He resurrected
Yeah.
E40's career.
gave him a second win. I got faith in it.
If this nigga, watch this nigga, man. Watch
I
this.
got faith in him too, but if just knowing that whole
Watch
background,
him.
if he
There's
fucks that up,
expectations.
yeah,
Watch this nigga. It'll be some shit.
Hot.
It'll be some shit if Mac Dre, not Mac Dre, if Lil Jon executive produce a whole Mac Dre post Thomas album.
Wow.
Well, if this one song is cool, then, you know, that would be dope.
I have faith in this Lil Jon. I got faith in him.
Yeah.
No, like I said, man, I don't have nothing against him. I just really hope he doesn't fuck this up, especially after holding on for it for this long.
If he's held on to it, maybe
he probably just made it last year.
If he just got it, then you know whatever, right? But if he held on to that shit for 15 fucking years,
I don't think he held on to it. I think it probably they sent it to him.
Either way, I'm waiting for it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. If this is the summer,
same here.
You know, you got Summer of Sam. We now going to Summer of John. I fuck with it. Let's go. As soon as that nigga said Chris Brown, I was already hooked.
Yeah.
Like, all right, let's go.
And there was like a list of about, what was it, 6 or 7
It's
different
like 6 or 7 other artists.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Fuck.
All I needed to see was Chris Brown to know that this nigga wasn't playing.
Anyway, you know who ain't playing is Beto. Yeah, he put his name in the hat. Now he's running for president for 2020. It's White House potent season. And you see that picture where he's sitting when he's on the desk, leaning on the desk and shit? There's this picture of him on a table, and he's kind of leaning down talking to somebody. It's pretty fucking song.
His stock's going up, and Kamala Harris, who Jason refers to...
It's Camilla Harris.
Camilla Harris.
There you go.
Jason refers to as Hillary Banks. Stock's starting to go down just as the days keep going on, because there's something going on about the death penalty. And she was saying all this, the death penalty's got to be overruled, we can't do it no more. And then some nigga brought up a receipt. Said, I remember in a meeting that you were advocating the death penalty for an innocent man who they had to find the evidence to show that he was innocent, but you wouldn't try to hear it then. So I was looking at that like, that's some of the stuff that's going to bite some of these guys in the ass.
Whatever it takes. Get that whole ass nigga out of office.
And there's better candidates in front of her. So.
I don't care at this point. Just be a good person. Anyway, what else? Fuck, I gotta talk about this shit again. I said last week I was not gonna talk about this no more, but shit just keeps coming up. So, Paris Jackson, Michael's daughter, TMZ came out with a report saying that she tried to commit suicide and she was rushed to the hospital. Funny thing about that is that she went on Twitter and said, "You fucking liars." And I was like, no. Like, okay, who's fucking lying about all this? And I kind of looked into more shit that's going on with this whole Leaving Neverland shit, and it's going down a pretty deep rabbit hole that I don't want to touch on, but I'm just going to say, do your Googles. Shamon, and that's all I got to say.
Kyle Massey or Kyle. He didn't want to get into it, so go over it.
Yeah, that's the saying.
Kyle Massey, Corey.
Oh, yeah, Corey. Yep, I saw that shit. Let's talk about a real pedophile.
Yeah, he allegedly sent sexually explicit photos to a minor that he's known since like 3 or 4.
And he's getting sued for it.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. Somebody sent Corey to the courthouse.
Yeah, you better call your sister Wave and try to get yourself out of that.
Yeah. I saw something on Twitter. It's actually something profound. I didn't think about it till actually he was forced to think about it.
Okay.
Somebody said that Dr. Pepper is just barbecued water.
What?
And when I sat there and actually thought about the texture and the taste,
makes
I was
sense.
Like, damn, that actually makes
with
a lot
sugar
of
in
sense.
it, with sugar and syrup in it.
It's like the it's like barbecue water. It's some good ass fucking barbecue water, though. I'll tell you that much. But it is indeed like barbecue water. So then I started thinking, what is the best soda?
Pepsi.
What's wrong with Pepsi?
I don't know. Yeah, in the words of Dave Chappelle, I don't taste the difference.
Nigga, I got to rock with Sprite.
That Sprite's good too.
If I need some real energy, I'm going to McDonald's to get that Sprite too.
I was gonna say the McDonald's Coke.
The McDonald's Sprite hits different. McDonald's Sprite will wake your ass up. For the entire year. You ever had McDonald's Sprite?
Yeah, I've had that. That shit wakes your ass up.
That shit is, you might as well use that to charge the damn battery in the car.
That's fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet, nigga, that shit is sharp.
Mm-hmm.
That too.
That shit is, that's electricity.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking, I was like, that's soda.
Anyway, that's sad. Well,
fuck all that Mexican Coke.
Yeah,
the glass bottle. That
the glass bottle.
Fire.
I see a lot of them buy the Coca-Cola in glass bottle.
Pure cane.
Yeah. Pure Coke cane. Crack. Anyway,
motherfucker screaming, "Give me what I want!" After drinking that.
give me what I want.
For sure.
Shit. Oh man, I've never heard of this dude. Dooley Funny? That's his name?
Yeah, you never heard of Dooley Funny? Dooley's funny. He's cool.
Dooley's funny.
He came up off of social media. He was one of those guys in the Vines.
Oh, okay.
The Vine. He made his way up from there. But he apparently got shot in L.A. by some gang members.
Yeah,
They just out there, just with his people. Then they got hit him with the "Where you from?" He was under the mind frame of, I'm a grown ass man. What the fuck I need to tell you where I'm from for? They started shooting. They killed his homeboy right next to him.
he's in the hospital from what I saw.
I want to say they popped him in the arm.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Senseless bullshit.
Yeah. So, speaking of more senseless bullshit, so I go on social media the other day, and I guess there was a whole uproar because this little clip came up with Yes Jules again. And she's doing this little podcast with her, this dude Biscuit, and Murder Mook, and she's all talking about the whole, I don't know, her controversy. And this
was actually one topic that people hit me up throughout the week.
They
I wish you guys would have talked about it. But I was like, I've never followed her.
I unfollowed her for a reason.
I've never paid attention to Yes Jules. Me
neither.
I couldn't tell you what she does.
I just remember that. I remember that video, the sex tape that dropped, and her voice. She got ass. And I unfollowed her when she uploaded that picture of her T-shirt, and it said, what's it called? Whack niggas, weak niggas. I don't know what it said. It said niggas ain't shit. And she was like, should I wear this at the festival? And then she got hella.
I remember that. But
yeah, that's what drove me to unfollow her. Because at first I didn't really care for it. I was like, I don't really care. I was like, yeah, I don't really mind her. Then she posted that shit, and I was like, yeah, you don't get this. Let me unfollow you because you're just fucking stupid. And that's all I gave it. And then all of a sudden, everyone always talks about her and gives her all this fucking ammo about how whack she is. And then she's working with Kanye, and then she's working with other people, and all these black dudes are still working with her. And I can understand why black women are so mad. But at the end of the day, what you gonna do? Type about it? That's all the fuck they do.
I don't know, man. All I know is when I saw a picture of her on social media over the weekend or whatever. She looked like Logic in the face.
She does.
She does.
Like, for real. She hella looks like Logic.
Definitely looks under pressure.
And then, she probably will tell you a really great story. And,
like that, Bron.
And then I guess I remember seeing the link what Murder Mook said. And
after all of this boiled over and it became less about her, that's who I focused on.
I just saw what Murder Mook said, and he was saying, I have no problem with you saying nigga. I don't care. That's just a word. Then he defended R. Kelly, and I was like, okay, you on your own, bro.
This nigga said it was a conspiracy. He said they always get you after the fact when they can't get you the first time. And I'm like, fam.
First there was R. Kelly, and then he brought in Michael.
There's tapes.
He's still doing this shit.
Idiot. And then he tried to bring in Michael, and I was like, no, don't bring in Michael with this. You're making it worse, you stupid nigga. And I was like, just stay over there.
Oh, yeah. There's powerful niggardry at work here.
Yeah, yep. You stay over there.
Yeah.
And that's all I can say about that.
That's basically all I got. Like, I don't follow her. So
I don't care. I can understand why Karen Civil and Scotty Beam were going in on her because she said their names. But the only reason why she brought them up was because Karen Civil and Scotty were talking about her. So she was just responding to it. Now they're responding to her, and they're just tweeting.
Joe Budden podcast is entertaining when he got touched on it.
She was saying that Joe returned. I guess she said on her little rant that Joe returned $400 fucking gym fans.
We got the story of that.
I didn't listen.
You gotta listen.
I probably will later.
We got the story. That story is fucking hilarious.
Well, the thing is, I can imagine Joe literally doing that. I mean, he looks like the type that would return fucking jewelry.
With it still on.
I'm just thinking about Rory fucking returning shit to the government.
Yeah, that's that. Anyway, Dave Chappelle's drunk off his ass and called Daniel Caesar gay.
That shit was funny.
That's funny.
That I don't give a fuck about sensitive ass motherfuckers. He was lit on John Mayer's IG live, whatever the fuck he was doing.
Oh yeah.
And then Daniel Caesar was getting ready to perform, whatever. And he goes, "Yeah, I just met Daniel Caesar. That man is gay." And then Daniel Caesar got like, "Nah, what the fuck you say?" Like, and he goes, "Oh, you upset at what I said?" And John Mayer had to get him. These all of them were drunk as shit. So it was just one of those things you could just write off being it, but it was just how he said it. And then when they were circulating the videos around, they were like, this is what, for those who don't know what Dave Chappelle did, they played the scene from Blue Street. All I can tell you is that he's gay. Gay!
All I can tell you is that he's gay.
Dude, if he would have reenacted that shit on the IG Live, bruh.
He was lit off his ass. He was drunk.
Hey, I want to get to that point. Dave Chappelle just does not. He just literally does little random stand-ups. Oh, did you see that shit that Will Smith did a stand-up, like a 5-minute set, opening act? Oh, well, it wasn't good.
He's finally reached that point where I'm like, too much dip on your chip. Too much real back.
It's Will Smith.
Just real back.
Will Smith is all the dip. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Not that. Not that. If you watch it, you'll understand why.
I'll watch it later.
Has he ever done stand-up?
Never.
Then, yeah, nah,
He was a rapper, man. He might have acted like he was a comedian, but nah. Anyway, SoulJa Boy got arrested for violating his probation, and he spent 1 day in jail. Not even 1 day, like a few hours, and he got out.
That's cool.
Whatever.
Got the nigga out. Nigga said, ha! And
like,
then finally,
like we already, what else?
DMX.
Huh?
Sunday service.
Yeah, with Kanye.
Led the prayer.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. That works.
Look, I tried to ignore all that shit for a while, but when you bring DMX and that nigga start praying, I had to see what it was about. So I looked in. And then I changed it when he was done.
Like I said, and then you saw North just dancing the power and shit. I was like,
that was hilarious.
I'm like, damn, she's that big now? Damn, that's wild.
Real.
I was like, time is flying. I don't know what Kanye got cooking up in Calabasas, but okay. Anyway, that was episode 126 of the iLLogical.
I thought you were going to say, give me what I... Oh, but you don't want to hear Kanye now, do you?
Give me what I want! A good album. He always gives me good albums. So.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Don't act like it was a good album. It was not.
I'm not gonna. No way.
Because that means he doesn't always give you good albums.
Was it better than Scorpion?
No.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Anyway, like I said, this is episode 126 of the iLLogical Says podcast.
Scorpion had what, 6 singles? So
you can follow me on the Twitter. At Mr. Busby 408. You can follow me, I guess if y'all follow me now, you can follow me on Instagram at Mr. Busby. Follow the podcast IG on Twitter, iLLogicalSP, and Instagram at the iLLogical Center, and of course on the Facebook if it's up, and MySpace.
all social media, JC No Highlights. Again, like I said last week, I was going to take another week off to handle some other stuff with the playlist. So now I'm back Thursday. Not 1,
not 2,
not 2, but 3 playlists will be dropped simultaneously. And they're designated. 1 is specifically for Apple Music. You can't hear it anywhere else. 1 is for Spotify. You won't be hearing it on other platforms.
You hear that, YN?
1 is designated for Tidal. You won't be able to hear it on the other platforms.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a really good idea.
Yeah.
You hear that, YN? If you're listening.
And you can follow me on all my social media at Beats Be Killing Them. And Venomous Vibes did not drop on Saturday. I put a post up on Instagram while it was up. I was busy. I was just cooking up.
Life.
I was in the studio, man. Nah, fuck life. I was in the studio.
Same shit. You're offline. You're unplugged.
Yeah, I was completely just gone. No one was able to get a hold of me. I was on my Kanye shit.
Well, for all the new listeners out there who are here as a result of Busby, if you follow me, I'm not Busby. I will ignore all your shit that you send to me. I do not give a fuck.
I will too.
I
will ignore you too. I'll look at it. I'll leave you on scene.
Hey, but as long as y'all listen to the podcast,
y'all listen.
I mean, hey.
Thank
if
you,
you disagree with any shit that I say online and you want to get into this big old debate, I don't debate internet niggas. I don't do that.
Unless you feel like it.
No, I don't do it anymore.
Oh, you don't do it?
No, I don't. I completely stopped.
Well, good. I had to debate people about Michael. I had the time. I had to really set an example to somebody because
I saw.
No, I'm gonna tell people what happens. This dude, he online posted some shit like, "Oh, just
get back into the Michael talk."
Anyway, like I said, I'm just gonna try.
It was bound to happen.
Like I said, I'm not talking about the documentary. I'm just saying. He said some most slick shit to me when I said, yeah, well, one had a sex. They were trying to compare Michael to R. Kelly, and I was like, one had a sex tape. The other one was found not guilty on all 9 counts. And then he was all going like, what did he say? He said some dumb shit. Well, R. Kelly was found not guilty too, so keep that same energy. So, I blacked out, and that's all I remember.
Like devil's advocate, he had a point. But I ain't defending him. I'm just saying, if you... That's all you do is just stop at the fact that he had a 300-page and wasn't found, and that was it.
Sometimes it's not enough. Anyway, like I said,
if you follow Busby, you're gonna get that. You talk to me about Lakers and it just looks stupid. You ain't gonna hear shit from me. I will purposely talk around you. May even tag you in some shit and not even acknowledge you. Like, that's how I get down.
I'll just send you my, my link to all my music. That's it.
We gotta give off fuck offs. That's how we end every show. If you ever do this, so fuck Jed York. Fuck Wade Robson.
Y'all having a good off season.
And well,
I thought all that Jed York would have died by now.
No, well, it's back. Fuck Jed York.
What the hell do you do?
Fuck Wade Robson.
Whatever.
Fuck R. Kelly.
Here's my prediction. As long as Buzzy keeps on with the fuck Jed York, y'all not gonna reach y'all full potential.
Wow, I'll take it back.
Speaking that into because you speaking nothing but negativity in the universe with the man that's cutting the check.
You know how often if y'all new listeners, I've been saying fuck York since I started this podcast.
And then you got Garoppolo and then signed him, and I was like, there's nothing else that needs to be said about him.
Well, it's like the slip of the tongue.
Reboot.
So I guess who's going to be the new Jed York? Can't be Trump, because that's too easy.
I know Giants fans, whoever the general manager is, that said, we are not going to trade O'Dell Beckham. And then a month later, we are not going to trade O'Dell Beckham.
New Jed York
and
now?
then they can trade
No. You know who's new Jed York? It's Wade Robson. So fuck Wade Robson.
I'm saying no goddamn sports.
No. I don't give a fuck about sports. Sounds like he's a new Jed York.
Yeah, find a sports replacement.
No. There's not no sports because it's something. Because Jed York pissed me off to my
Who's the Sharks general manager or owner? General manager?
Dude, don't even go there. Don't even fucking go there.
Anyway, like I said, when I said fuck Jed York, he pissed me off to my soul. Wade Robson pissed me off to my soul. So fuck Jed. Fuck Wade Robson. Fuck Wade Robson. Fuck Wade Robson. Fuck hoe ass nigga. Fuck R. Kelly. And thank you, Elliot Wilson.
I'm not watching the Lakers anymore, so there's no need to say fuck any of them. KCP there for 10 more games, he's gone.
I'm over here in this corner, bro.
I'm checked out.
Chilling.
And we out, motherfucker. Bye.
Peace.